All right, we back. I don't know what happened with the live stream that was on StreamYard. That wasn't on me. StreamYard started tripping on my end. So I think we're back. Yeah, StreamYard started tripping
We
on
good
my
to
end.
go?
You good? I'm good
I'm
now.
good. I good. I hear you.
Yeah,
We
I'm just
good.
saying
Yeah.
StreamYard was tripping. Sometimes it does that when the person are doing it, it's tripping. It's not my my Wi-Fi because my Wi-Fi is strong, so that's why I knew it was StreamYard. I'm like, shit.
Ah.
it,
Like I was
it want to
telling you,
hate on you being great.
on the right side, it said upload complete. So I thought maybe it was doing some type of update that was messing with you
Yeah,
because
that's what it was doing.
you're the main person that
Ah.
runs the
Yeah,
show.
that's what it was. Whatever it was doing, it was fucking it up,
It
and I
was
didn't.
doing
I
it
mean, I'm
on
not
your
doing that
end,
option
and
again. So it's
ah,
it's all right, man. It happens. I hope somebody get Anthony. We'll be back. I'm putting it in the groups and stuff, but man, it happens. Y'all go ahead and all talk about what y'all talking about. This won't. It happened. I had to do this before. Like StreamYard started tripping.
yeah, I remember that from back when in the genesis
Yeah,
of the Venom and
StreamYard
Smoke.
started tripping.
Yep, yep. I
Yeah,
think it was during the
StreamYard
middle of a
started
wrestling
tripping, so
podcast.
we had to do what we had to do. But I ain't gonna let StreamYard stop me. They gonna get a nice little letter from me because they messed up my live. But it is what
Oh,
it
we
is.
got another T-shirt. Stream yard
Yeah,
don't stop no show.
StreamYard
Excellent
ain't gonna
item.
stop no show. But man, back with J.O., I was saying he is, he is he is young, so he still has time to grow. And if people can't see that he's young and he might have a Geno like resurgence, that's what it is. Yeah, like if he get
That's
the
why.
right system.
That's why if I was him, I would tell them, no, I'm not. I don't want to restructure my quarterback. I mean, my contract. Let me go and see if I could do something somewhere else.
But see,
He
that's the
they
thing
probably
about
gonna just
J-Bo. Like J-Bo is really invested in communities that he's been in. Like he was like
yeah
that in Florida when he was at Florida State in college. He was like that in Tampa, and then here, like I sent this in the group earlier today. Like y'all seen him, in Mardi Gras,
yeah.
interacting with the city and the tourists of the city. So it's not like he's not well, like we just don't want him. Like the community just it
I could
gravitates
tell you
towards him.
the community that don't want him. I
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah,
say
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it, but I
yeah.
know the
You
community
know
that don't
what?
want him.
Nope.
Listen,
I can tell
You
you the
said
community.
earlier today I was driving in my car and I was thinking about this. I was like, you know, New Orleans is a city of color. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? There's all
yeah,
different colors in New
yeah.
Orleans, but
yes.
your New Orleans Saints only like one color.
No, let me tell you. Let me tell you why. The New Orleans Saints fan base is not just New Orleans. It's Baton Rouge. It's Mississippi, parts of Alabama. So that lets you know right there. I want a certain person to be my quarterback. You can be my cornerback. You can be my wide receiver. But
You
when
could
you
be my
want to
running
be a
back.
quarterback, oh no. Look, I tell people
But
this.
it
The
worked for
history of the
Teddy.
Saints is this. Aaron
Teddy.
Brooks was our best quarterback before Drew Brees. And they
Yeah.
talked about this back ago.
Well, at the end, he deserved it. In the middle,
But I'm like, no, but
in the
you
beginning, nah,
no,
he
keep
was
that
him.
same energy for Archie Manning. I don't want to hear that shit. Keep that same energy for Archie Manning. Because Archie Manning was garbage. I'm gonna say it like that.
Yes,
Keep
yes.
Archie
You know what?
Manning, keep that shit for Archie Manning. And I'll say it again. I don't care if Saints fans get mad at me. All Archie
Bro,
Manning did was fuck
you
his
know
wife
what?
and got Peyton and Eli. That's all he did.
Damn, we ain't gonna even mention. We ain't gonna mention Cooper. Cooper was born too.
When
Why
Cooper was
Cooper don't
there,
get no
Cooper
love?
made Arch. There it is. He made Cooper who made Arch.
Damn, we forgetting the whole kid out here. It's like Family Matters. Like you just write off family people because they
Listen,
don't mean nothing.
where
That's right
anywhere
on
else.
Judy. She don't mean nothing. It
I'm gonna
ain't
ask.
gonna explain nothing.
I'm gonna ask Jay since he's now from New Orleans. Would the Jets put a person who never won shit, had horrible records, your team was the laughing stock of the league? Would you put Ken O'Brien up there in y'all Hall of Fame on y'all y'all Hall of Fame?
I wouldn't.
Oh, Archie Manning name is on the bill. Is in the Ring of Honor. He ain't do shit. He had a great college career. Yes.
I mean,
but he ain't do shit.
He didn't have no passing records for your team. No. He didn't lead your team in touchdown.
No.
Completions.
The first quarterback to lead us to the playoffs
was a black man. I'm gonna say it. It was a black man who led us to the playoffs.
Bobby Abel led us to the playoffs.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. No, to win the game. I'm sorry. The first one to win a game was a black man.
The playoff game was a black man.
I don't count getting there. I count winning it. I don't. We ain't Cowboys fans. We ain't counting getting there.
The Cajun Cannon, Bobby Abel.
Oh man. Okay. Since you want to know about his career, he had 23,911 yards with 125 touchdowns.
For how many years?
He played from 71 to 84. And he had 173 interceptions. He had 125 touchdowns and 173 interceptions. And y'all want to talk about Jameis Winston? Y'all want to talk about Jameis Winston? Jameis Winston's. It's almost time.
That's why I never understand. That's always my go-to. That is always my go-to. Like, everybody always bars me for, the numbers that the man put up, but at the same time, his touchdown interception ratio, his touchdowns there. Like, okay, yeah, he threw a couple of interceptions, and some of them wasn't his fault. But why is that something that he's remembered for versus actually looking at his numbers? Are you actually looking at his numbers? Are you actually paying attention?
Jameis right now has more touchdown passes than Archie Manning. And he don't even have 100 interceptions in his career yet. He only has 96.
He doesn't. Exactly. He's not even there yet. Like, no one's paying attention to
and he's numbers. Only 1,000 yards away from Archie Manning.
That's a season.
Yes.
That could be half a season.
That could be like 4 or 5 games, depending on what you do.
Well, I'm not gonna hang him for that.
I'm like this. Archie, if I put the stats together, I say, which quarterback would you want? You're going to pick Jameis Winston's stats.
Okay.
If you're a great football head, you're going to pick Jameis.
Let's kind of backtrack on that one a little bit, just a little bit. You have every right to, say keep that same energy.
No, he's in the Hall of Fame. He's on the Ring of Honor. Like, listen, that's what I'm saying. If he wasn't on the Ring of Honor, they retired the number 8.
But let's
they retired the number 8.
Just a little bit. Let's backtrack just a little bit.
They retired it
because so they don't officially retire jerseys. It's just like
when the last time you seen somebody wear 8?
You don't wear 8, which is why I'm going on that, because they have it understanding that you have to reach out to the individual or the individual's family to see if it's okay, because they don't officially retire jerseys in the NFL.
So wait.
But the understanding
we've seen many people in the Dome Patrol numbers who were way more impactful than Archie Manning. We see bums wear 57. We see bums wear DeMario was making 56 look good. But we see bums wearing 53. We see bums wearing 51.
Hey. Sometimes in this age is a cut number. But with Archie, his NFL wasn't really a passing NFL, because this era of football is greatly different. Greatly.
He has more interceptions than touchdowns.
I get all that. I'm like I said, you have every right to, feel how you feel about it. Keep that same energy with him. I'm not trying to advocate for him. I'm just saying with the numbers look awfully pedestrian in this era. In this era, yes.
In any era, that shit looks pathetic. I'm like, if you have more, if you got 5 touchdowns to 160 interceptions. Dude, that's almost 50 difference. It's almost 50.
Hey, we're also talking about adding at that time, weren't they only playing 13 games back then?
That tells you he was throwing more interceptions than he was throwing touchdowns. That's all it tells me. You could have played one game. You could have played 156 games.
Interceptions, yeah. If you out there just throwing the ball every rip and you like, okay, I don't care about reads or I just
Hey, Lala.
No, he just fast and they can't stop him. He's basically a running back. He's not a quarterback.
Tight end.
Running back. He's
tight end.
They need to put him at fucking running back because Alvin Kamara's gone for 6 games. Just put Hill at running back.
Ain't nothing definite yet. Ain't nothing.
Bro, that boy going.
Ain't nobody said nothing yet.
Don't make a prediction.
He agreed to the deal. He ain't plead nothing. The dude didn't even say if he was guilty or innocent yet.
Plead nothing. They got him on video.
Okay.
Shit, he fucking
allegedly.
What you mean allegedly?
Are we not innocent until proven? Keyword proven guilty.
The proof is I hit the dude. That's the proof. I hurt my knuckles hit the dude.
Man, look, they gotta prove it. They gotta prove it. Hey,
they got video.
AK house is literally 10 minutes from mine.
Wasn't me.
That dude almost my neighbor. I'm a ride with AK.
Your neighbor, and your neighbor beat the hell out that man.
Hey, allegedly.
You know, allegedly, I saw the video. It's him.
I don't care.
Say, bro, we're not about to do the R. Kelly shit. We know that's him. And we gonna say allegedly it's not him. We're not about to do that.
Videos. Hey, I can make myself look like Usher right now.
Dude, we're not about to do the R. Kelly thing and say maybe it's him, maybe it's not him. It's not clear. We're not about to do this.
I'm about to be Chris Brown on the next episode. I'm gonna go ahead and place my face with Chris Brown and be like, "Hey, only haters will say it's Photoshop." I'm Chris Brown, but guess what? It's Doc Eric coming to you live on the Venom and Smoke Show Friday.
As long as you don't sing, we cool with that.
I'm not singing. I would just be a famous face. That's
it. Man, Eric remind me to never hire you as a lawyer. No, you might want to hire him as a lawyer because he's fucking making up.
I'm gonna hold on to it, brother.
Maybe it's not him, even though you can see it clearly. You can see it was him. You can clearly see it's Alvin Kamara.
I'm like Dylan McDermott in the practice, baby. I know you did it, but I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna try all my tricks to get you off. He ain't do it.
His best bet is to pay off whoever he didn't do. I mean, pay off that guy and the guy don't come to court. That's his best.
And just make him drop it. Like, say, bro.
And then the NFL is still gonna suspend him 6 games. They don't like the Saints.
Well, if he doesn't, if they don't have it, I bet you they go to 4. I bet you it'd be 4.
It might gonna be 6 at first, and they go plead down to 4.
It'll be 6, but he won't serve the whole 6. Like
put it this way, in those between 2 and 6 games, Taysom Hill needs to be the fucking running back. Hand him the motherfucking ball, run. That's what
I'll tell you what, though.
Run.
If they give him 6 games and he only does 4, if I was Deshaun Watson, I'd be on the phone.
Man, he can't say shit.
Video.
Man, look, first of all, Deshaun Watson allegedly messing with 22 women, man.
14 plus.
And then they had women coming out afterwards, so it might be up to 30 now.
These people just started lining up. Like at some point, it was like the line in Peanuts. Be like, okay, the doctor's in, and then they would be having a whole line of people just lining up, just coming up there to talk to the doctor. That's what people did with Deshaun Watson. Like, oh yeah, y'all going over there too? People will be a support group out here.
I know Derek Carr gonna be the starter, and I'm all for it. I'm okay. I'm on board. Okay, I'm gonna give him a chance
with Andy Dalton as your backup.
No,
Andy
Dalton is
is
going
not
off the team.
playing. He's done.
Dalton contract is over. They're not going. It's over. So I don't worry about that redhead BB gun guy. I don't have to worry about him no more.
Man, look,
I'm like this. For me, sign Jameis as a backup because I don't know if all Carr is one injury away, and then I know he's been an Iron Man, but every time somebody's an Iron Man for one team, go to the next team and get hurt. Just have a solid backup. So the team don't miss a beat. That's all I'm saying.
Favorite quarterback.
And all these Archie Manning supporters, back to what I was saying, you motherfuckers, y'all can't talk about mediocrity when you celebrating subpar play. He was a subpar player in the pros. He was a great college player. He was subpar in the pros. I don't care who said. I don't care if it's my uncle who was saying it for 1967. I don't care. He was subpar. He don't deserve to have his number retired. He is not a legend. All he has is a legendary penis for making big than Eli. That's all he is. That's all he does.
That legendary penis got him 4 rings.
None of which one? How many are his?
If we add his children, he got 4 rings.
How many are his out of that 4?
It don't matter. He got 4.
Yeah. How many he got?
How many did he contribute?
His penis contributed to 4 rings.
So should we be thanking the mama? She had to carry him.
I don't care what you.
She has a legendary wound. She has a legendary wound.
Yep, that's what it is.
Anything touches that wound wins Super Bowl except Cooper because he got hurt. So if you're not the first child, you're the middle child and the last child of that womb, you win the Super Bowl.
Guess what?
Man, I'm just saying, man. I don't care. Look, these New Orleans Saints fans be pissing me off with this Archie Manning bullshit. He wasn't shit. We didn't win shit. He ain't have help. Aaron Brooks didn't have help, and he won a playoff game with practice squad receivers. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Man, that dude beat the greatest show on turf by himself.
Yeah, he beat the defending champions by himself with a Willie Jackson. Well, look, Willie Jackson and slow ass Jake Reed. That was his wide receivers. And Boo Williams was his tight end. Do you know any of these people? Do anybody know these people? Nobody know these people. Nobody knew who the fuck Willie Jackson was. Joe Horn was hurt. Ricky Williams was hurt.
What's your boy that was on defense? I'm trying to think of his name. That dude's name escapes me.
Sammy Knight.
Sammy Knight.
Sammy Knight caught interceptions all the time.
Only box office name that was there. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And you're gonna so terrible, bro. You're gonna tell me about Archie Manning? He was so great, he should have uplifted his teammates. No, Archie Manning was a subpar player in the pros. He was a great college player. I know about his Ole Miss days. But he was subpar in the pros. I don't care. Saints fans, fight me. I'll be at the Superdome next year, Section 622. Come look me up, fight me. I'm going to knock you out. And Archie Manning, I'm going to still say Archie Manning still sucked as a QB. I don't care. He just a great
you gave up your section, give up your seat too.
Look, 622, row 9. You'll see me. I'm right on the end. You'll see me. When I flip you over the banister, don't say that. That's what's gonna happen. Because Archie Manning wasn't shit. I don't. These people be getting on nerves of these same groups. When I say, well, you glorify Archie Manning, and he was a turnover machine. Then it's all kind of excuse. He didn't have anybody. He didn't do this. It was cloudy. We didn't have a dome then.
Hey, yeah.
We didn't have a dome then. We played at Tulane Stadium. So the water wasn't room temperature when he drunk it.
The grass wasn't watered.
It was cloudy.
It was cloudy outside. So Archie doesn't play good when it's cloudy.
They didn't have cleats back then.
They wore black cleats instead of white cleats. And you know back then,
instead of cleats.
It was the
Yeah,
mustard colored gold that threw him off. He didn't have the real gold. He had mustard colored gold.
He had the wrong color tights on. The toes wasn't right.
Gatorade wasn't invented back then. God dog it. That's why he didn't win, because he didn't have Gatorade. They come up with all
that's
kinds of
supposed to be my
excuses.
line. That's supposed to be my line. I'm supposed to be studying all that. I'm supposed to know what color the Gatorade was. I'm supposed to know what kind of
I have
color
no problem
they wearing for that game.
What Archie Manning meant to the city at the time. I have no problem with that. But you can't retire your number of a dude who got more interceptions than touchdowns.
Low key, I'm not even going.
Nobody else do it.
I'm not even going to take. I'm not saying I'm not taking your side move, but I met Archie in person when he first opened his restaurant. Like, that dude a real cool dude. Like, I mean,
he could be cool, but he sucked at football.
Like, yeah.
I'm like, he could be cool. I'm not saying he's a bad person
right now. I'm giving a personal. Like, that dude literally, he chopped it up with me for a strong 30 minutes talking about nothing. Like, we wasn't even talking about nothing.
Archie don't want to talk to me about football.
He don't want to. Well,
they're escorting you out of that restaurant.
They are
like, excuse me, sir, can you go through this door over here?
Like I said, that man Peen contributed to four Super Bowls. So there you go, and an Natty.
How many other men? How about Tom Brady's dad? He has the greatest peen of all time. Then, if you want to talk about it,
well, there you
got
go.
7.
Tom Brady got 7.
Where's his jersey? Look, where's his jersey getting retired at? I mean, Tom Brady, dad has to be the best. I mean, he has the best.
Out of everybody, you had to go with him.
I'm just saying he has 7. I'm just saying. Doesn't mean, look, how many did his daddy contribute to those 7? None. How many touchdowns Tom Brady?
Not a one.
Dad and his mama for spitting him out. Putting him out the club. Say, bro, you evicted today. Get out.
He was adopted.
Holy crap. Bruh. We are just an hour
talking about fucking Jameis Winston to Archie Manning, man. Look.
We've been on air for about an hour. Football been over
this
a whole month. We didn't spend the whole hour on football by itself, bro. We didn't even get.
And we still haven't got to Lamar Jackson yet. This is crazy.
That is hilarious.
I think this is a great conversation that needs to be had. People in New Orleans, Archie Manning wasn't that great. I need you to know that. He take his name off the Ring of Honor because he didn't. What did he do?
I'll tell you what. Listen, if Jameis restructures his contract and he comes back as a backup, you guys will have a solid 1-2. But I honestly feel, like you said, he's younger. He already has run a team. Why would he want to be a backup when there's teams out there like? I mean, I know he played for Tampa Bay, but they could bring him back. Miami.
And they talking about Tampa.
Yeah, they exercised his 5th year, but he's one hit away from a concussion. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? From being out of the league forever.
Yeah.
And that backup they have in Miami.
Well, Teddy Bridgewater,
he's not cutting it.
Teddy Bridgewater good, but he got hurt. That was the 3rd stringer.
So
my bad. I forgot. The Jets did do that, so I guess that's commonplace because Joe Namath got more interceptions than he does touchdowns too. But Joe Namath won a Super Bowl.
Joe Namath, I don't understand how. I mean, I get it. He won once. One.
At least he won one.
So one Super Bowl institutes them making you the god in for the Jets.
At least he won a Super Bowl, Jay.
He didn't win that shit by himself. If he didn't have the players, if he didn't have Don Maynard, if he didn't have Matt Snell, he would. They weren't winning that Super Bowl. Come on,
Jay.
He couldn't do it by himself.
But Jay, at least they can say Joe Namath won the Super Bowl. We can't say Archie Manning won shit. That's the difference. That's different.
Winning a Super Bowl in New York automatically puts you in a stratosphere of a celebrity. Like you can't go anywhere where people won't know you. Like, look at Strahan. Strahan, like, I'm cool with Strahan, being an NFL, analyst and calling out games and stuff but this dude shot to stardom. Like everybody
Eric,
wanted
that's
Strahan.
not you on camera, dude. It's in 4K. Oh boy, Anthony, boy.
I'll take it.
Well, Anthony got the comedy bug recently. He been coming out with some good ones. No, we're not giving out T-shirts no more, brother. That was a couple of months ago.
Hey, you can still get highlights of comment of the night.
Send that T-shirt off.
He got the comment of the night.
Lamar Jackson came on himself. Now he's gonna hold on. Now he's gonna hold on because nobody's trading for him.
I think stuff will start to work itself out when the new year starts, when the new NFL year starts, which is in another couple of another week, I think. This is the 15th.
Yeah, next week. Yeah.
And I think, right now, yes, it seems like nobody wants him. But watch. Somebody's going to want him.
The Rams are already trying to trade Matt Stafford. You're looking out for him to try to bring the ball to the Rams.
Guarantee we're having a different conversation next week. I guarantee it. It seems like it. It seems like it. Yeah. But now the Ravens thinking they're being slick. It's like, okay, we're going to put this non-exclusive thinking, hey, now the only thing we have to do is just match it. Well, guess what? When you got teams, i.e. Cleveland, throwing out, backing up the Brinks truck and says, here, now you got to go out and go win games. I don't know what's going to happen with this case. I mean, we'll see when this season comes. But what I think is going to happen, somebody's going to throw out a number. And Baltimore's not they're not going to match it. They're not going to want to match it.
He wants $200 million guaranteed. So if somebody offers them $200 million and then the Baltimore Ravens turn around and match it, if I was him, I'd be like, fuck you. You had all the time in the world to give me $200 million. Now somebody's giving me $200 million and you're trying to fuck my shit up?
Only if he signs this tag. If he doesn't sign this tag, then guess what? It's on.
He got till week 10 to sign this tag without getting penalized. He got to week 10. Bro, I'm chilling.
It's on. So
I'm not signing shit.
Lamar's still in the driver's seat, very much in the driver's seat, because when the season gets to start, you're going to see a whole lot of different conversations happen.
Let the Ravens go 2-5. Watch how fast.
You got 31 other teams out there, and let's take away at least 10 teams that don't need a quarterback right now. So you can take away Kansas City and Philadelphia immediately. You can take away us for signing someone. You can take away the Buffalo. You can take away the Giants.
The Bengals.
Signing their guy. Bengals, Dallas.
Chargers.
The Chargers. I mean, you took away 8 teams right there. So that leaves you with 26 more.
Oh, there's more teams out there. We're just missing somebody.
Yeah, that's
Miami's saying they invested in tools, so that's 9. So Miami not looking for a quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, they should be.
Yeah, they should.
Like I said, he's one hit away from being out. He has another concussion. The NFL's got to keep him out for the rest of the season.
Oh, yeah,
that dude's going to end up like Muhammad Ali.
I mentioned the Giants. I mentioned the Giants.
Oh, you did? What is it? The Giants made 10.
The Giants is a knockout.
Oh, Arizona.
You know,
Arizona.
You got the Jets.
No, San Francisco don't have a quarterback. That's the one they talking about. They talking about they might trade for Lamar.
You got the Jets. You got New England.
Yeah.
Watch out for New England. Even though rumor has it they're not looking at him, if they can get Lamar Jackson, you know Belichick will snatch him up.
Mm-hmm.
And if he goes to New England, the AFC East is going to be stacked.
Like I said, if I'm the Jets, fuck Aaron Rodgers. If I'm going to spend all that money on the quarterback, go get Lamar Jackson. He's younger. He fits what you're trying to do. Go get Lamar Jackson. He's right there. Look, here, Lamar, $200 million guaranteed, not a cent more. And let's see what they do.
I mean, the
they are not going. The Ravens are not going to match $200 million guaranteed.
The domino that needs to fall is Aaron Rodgers. That's the domino that needs to fall for.
I honestly don't think he wants to come to New York.
No.
You know, you have to meet my opinion.
Because already said, you know, he could finish a career somewhere else, so they already ready to kick him out.
It doesn't matter. If he turns around and tells Green Bay, I'm coming back, there's nothing Green Bay can do. He has control because he has to say, yes, I agree with the trade to leave. If not, they're stuck with him. Basically, and if I was him, fuck you, you're already paying me. If you're not going to play me,
stay home.
Yeah, pay me to stay home.
You only got one more year. I'll pay you to stay home.
I'll go do more of them psychedelics and sit in the dark for another couple of years.
That's who I'm surprised they go after Lamar Jackson. That's who you really believe in Desmond Ritter? And you out this fucking that's why I love Atlanta.
Y'all gotta understand is that Lamar Jackson he's negotiating for himself. So if he don't want to play for the Falcons, he doesn't have to pick the phone up.
Yeah.
Technically his mom, but
but he has final say. If his mom said, yo, the Falcons called, nah, ma, I ain't doing the Falcons. But they're gonna offer you $200. Nah, ma, I'm not doing the Falcons.
Shit, if the Falcons throw out some Deshaun Watson like money, man, he there.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson type money.
If they throwing out
more than $200 million.
If they throwing out 3-digit M's, that's kind of hard to turn down.
I'm just like the Ravens. Y'all really believe in Huntley? Y'all really believe in that dude? He was like the sixth alternate. They say, all right, just come to the Pro Bowl. That's what they told him. All right, just come to the Pro Bowl. We ain't got nobody else to come.
Because everybody said, nah, no thank you. Like,
that's what they did.
You guys.
The Jets will be better off. I like that option too for the Jets. Jimmy G. He just know how to win. He doesn't win pretty. But he just know how to win.
The only thing with Jimmy G is he gets hurt too much. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of plastic. You know what I'm saying? And in New York with that offensive line, you got to be at least a little bit harder than plastic.
Well, I'll take him over Zach Wilson any day. Zach Wilson is fucking horrible.
Oh yeah.
You want to tell him that? He had to live through it.
He is garbage.
That dude had to live through it. Jay up there watching this team be great the first half of the season. All of a sudden, well, you got this guy in. He lost his locker room easy. That dude lost the locker room off of one comment that he shouldn't have made.
He garbage.
I'll tell you what. They're not going to exercise his fifth year, and Zach Wilson will be in the XFL, the USFL. Because I don't think he'll end up at any other team.
Hey, what's your boy name? Denario? I don't know this dude's name.
Kawani?
Not Kawani. The dude that's in the XFL right now that play for the Battlehawks. Starts with a D.
You talking about McCarron?
Oh, McCarron. Yeah, McCarron. That dude resurged his career in the XFL. So don't sleep on XFL.
No, but
but we're talking about Zach.
Yeah, we said but the McCarron said he was his son wanted to watch him play. So that's why he picked the XFL over the NFL. Because he could have got a backup job for the NFL, but my son wants to play. He playing.
He showed up playing.
He might be on the NFL team coming up because he is balling.
Yeah.
And
Like a lot of people are using the XFL as a jumping point to get into the NFL.
yeah, and it's
Or
just
hey, just take it for what the level it is. Like some
yeah,
dudes, okay, yeah, that's the dream. And I'm not trying to take nobody's dream away from them. I'm not saying that, you won't get there. But at the end of the day, you got some grown men that also wants to pay their mortgages and support their families and take their mom out of situations too. And you might not be up to snuff. Like, I share this with my teenager all the time. Like, you know, some dudes doing some things that we ain't doing. Some dudes 2 o'clock. I I know me personally. If I'm not doing work or doing the misses, 2 o'clock in the morning don't exist for me. It don't. Like it goes from 12, 1, 6. I'm sorry, 5, 6. Like those hours don't exist to me. But for some of them dudes, that's hours where it's quiet and they going to work. They out there working in that gym, clanging, banging, getting it out, getting it in.
Yeah. I mean, you want to make it, you got to put in the work.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? I honestly
I know.
feel when it comes to the Jets, ownership really doesn't know football the way a owner should know football, or the way a owner should know whatever team that is they own. Like James
right.
Dolan with the Knicks, he don't know basketball. He does a
Nope.
way better job with the hockey team than he does with the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Over the years. And I feel that Woody Johnson does not know football the way he should know football. He does like, all right, I get it. You want a veteran quarterback. Why would you
Mm-hmm.
go after somebody that's always talking about retirement? Every year he puts the Packers through anxiety. Is he coming back? Is he not coming back? Like, why would you want a player like that? You're trying to win us. You're not going to win us. I don't care how nice my team is. Aaron Rodgers isn't going to make the difference for them going to the Super Bowl this year. I
Nope.
really don't think so.
I mean, that maybe remain to be seen. Maybe
So
he
you're
might need to
renting
change the
you're
scenery.
you're renting a player for 2 years
Yeah.
I mean, that's not
with
a
a
guarantee.
guy like Lamar Jackson. He's you're right. It's not a guarantee. You might be only renting them for this season. So with a guy like Lamar, though, you offer him the money, you give him a long contract, and now you're vested into the future with a quarterback that at a young age was an MVP.
Give him
He
a
can throw.
Mahomes like contract. I'm like, it's team friendly, but it's longer. Give him an 8-year
Yeah,
contract and see if he's gonna do that. You want to give him
yeah,
10, give him about 8. I got you to your prime years. Then after that,
yes.
you can go. But
And you're thinking about it, the guy throws good, he's
yes,
accurate, he's not
he
gonna
doesn't
sit
have
in
any
the pocket and
receivers.
get killed. And
He
look at
don't
what
have
he would
receivers.
have coming to New York.
Yeah,
Look at the receivers he would have. Offensive rookie of the year. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? They got two other receivers. You get
Y'all
rid
was
of
getting offensive rookie of the year either way.
oh
yeah.
Gary
Because if
Wilson, yeah.
Brees didn't get hurt,
Yeah, y'all had the offensive rookie of the year either way.
yeah, Brees. If Brees wasn't, he wouldn't have got it. Brees was
You
still
got
there.
you got a running game, so he doesn't have to run as much.
Nope.
And the running backs that the Jets got, they got two solid backups.
Yeah,
First
You
of
know
all,
what I'm saying? Like
y'all
he would fit so much better to me in New York than anywhere else.
y'all low key stacked,
And
and that's
I think that
I think that's the piece that's missing.
it's a
Like
quarterback.
I I mean, it's the quarterback. I mean, either way, I'm not saying y'all will run away with the division, but y'all will damn sure give Buffalo fits for whoever you. Well, if you sign someone, if you sign a Lamar, if you sign or trade for an Aaron Rodgers, one of them two,
no.
I will
You
leave
saying it for a
Aaron
long time.
Rodgers.
I say
I
this.
see what you're saying, but he's got the guy.
If we would have signed Lamar Jackson, we win our division.
Yeah.
I guarantee that shit. But with Aaron Rodgers, I can't guarantee it.
I mean, why you can't? Because he's gonna have the guy who he just left, who got him the MVP, the most valuable person in the league.
But Aaron Rodgers is an asshole.
Player in the league. He may be an a-hole. Y'all may not like him personally.
He's an asshole.
You don't
and them
care
young
about
kids
what he
don't
does
like
in the
that shit.
offseason. Guess what? That dude got 4 MVPs. At the end of the day,
1 ring.
He knows how to win. He got that 1 ring, but guess what?
When he was young as fuck.
Because we seen it 3 years ago. Tom Brady left the AFC. Right, okay, now what you gonna do in this conference? Not only did he make the postseason, but he won 3 role playoff games and got to the Super Bowl and won it against.
But he's not Tom Brady. And I know you don't like Tom Brady, Jay, but Aaron Rodgers is not Tom Brady. Aaron Rodgers lacks the clutch gene.
He don't
in the playoffs. He does not have the clutch gene in the playoffs.
Okay, and most of those exits came from one team, the San Francisco 49ers. So you go to another conference, you immediately eliminate that. Now that was my only kind of
well, he is there. Can he beat Mahomes?
Who?
Can he beat Mahomes?
I don't know.
Can he beat Mahomes?
Who? Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
No. Have we seen that?
At this age here, can he beat Mahomes? No,
I don't think so.
Have we seen that yet? We don't know. It only takes him to do it once. It only takes one time.
No, he cannot. Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think so.
We haven't seen it yet.
Aaron Rodgers is going to be watched.
Do I believe that Lamar Jackson could beat him? Most definitely. Most definitely, because he brings.
But guess what? Lamar
he brings more than just an arm.
No, I'm like this.
Patrick Mahomes. So
it's like this. Would you get a ball? It's like this. See, he's a 40-year-old man. So you want to invest in a 40-year-old man, like $50 billion in a 40-year-old man. When you could just get $50 million a year, $50 million for Lamar Jackson makes more sense than to go after Aaron Rodgers. It's just
in the NFL, you want to win now, so it doesn't matter one way or the other.
You can win now with Lamar.
They're gonna start winning.
You can win now. All he does is go to the playoffs. You know, you guaranteed to go to the playoffs with Lamar.
Okay.
All Lamar was missing was playmakers. See, he need playmakers in the playoffs. That's why he lose. Lamar has no playmakers with the Ravens. He had to do it himself. Well, so if you bring him on the Jets, he can give it to Garrett Wilson. He can give that ball to Breece Hall. He can give it to Elijah Moore. I want to say Elijah Moore. He can give it to the ball in their hands.
So you don't have to immediately worry about having coming back on the field because or they'll come back on the field for the defense getting turnovers. So either way, it's going to work. I mean, to me,
I just don't trust Aaron Rodgers.
If they make a move one way or the other, they're going to win. That's basically what I'm saying. I mean, I don't care which one it is, but I don't think nothing happens until Aaron Rodgers. And I'm willing to bet. If I'm a betting man, we're going to hear something about Aaron Rodgers come Tuesday afternoon.
I'm saying if my quarterback has to go to a deep dark hole, he got more mental illness than I need on my team right now. I'm like, if you got to figure out yourself in the total darkness,
he's a weird guy.
With a bed. You know what you can do? You can just go in your room, turn off everything, and be in pitch blackness.
He's weird.
Man, dude, I don't need that weirdness on my team if I'm the Jets.
I would rather invest the money in a guy that's 26 years old.
Yes.
And give him a long-term contract than invest in some. What are you going to do in 2 years when he decides he's going to retire or his contract is up?
You got
to go look for another quarterback.
You'll draft. Then you'll draft. That's why the draft is here.
Yeah, but do you know the Jets' luck? The Jets' luck in the draft when it comes to drafting quarterbacks is garbage.
Yeah, they passed
You
on
got a
Van.
guy that's a proven winner, an MVP, and he's 26 years old. Why wouldn't you jump on that?
I say, when have you ever seen that, though? An MVP that's 26 years old that has a top 4 all-time winning percentage in the regular season.
I would invest my money in that.
He's in the same breath as Mahomes. He got the same amount of losses as Patrick Mahomes in the regular season. He is up there with Montana, Mahomes, and I forgot who else, and then Garoppolo. Because Garoppolo has a high winning percentage. I think it's them. He's in the top 4.
Win.
He's in the top 4 of all time. He's an MVP. He wins. When have we ever seen him at the beg for $200 million?
I'm not in their war room. I can't say.
No,
hey,
I'm just saying in history. Like if this was Tom Brady and Tom Brady won $200 million and he could have been 50 years old, people would have been throwing $200 million at Tom Brady. You know why? Because he's MVP. He wins. He did everything that they say you need to do. Lamar Jackson checks it off. Plus, he can run. Why isn't he getting the contract he needs?
He brings more than one weapon himself. He's more than one weapon because he could throw the ball and he could run the ball. And he's not like RG3 who runs crazy. He runs when he needs to run. You know what I'm saying? He would be so much. Listen, he would be a better quarterback for a lot of teams out there, not just the Jets.
I'm just saying the Ravens have me, you, and Jay out there at wide receiver. Dude, they don't have anybody with the Ravens. So you expect him to be a great passer with no weapons?
My slow ass, he ain't even throwing the ball ever. Listen, he ain't even looking. He ain't looking at my side of the field.
I'm saying Andrews is a regular tight end, bro. And this because Andrews getting all the target share because they have no wide receivers. If Andrews on any other team, Andrews will be a normal wide tight end.
Well, I guess that's why they have
with the 3 wide receivers that the Jets got, the 2 tight ends that the Jets got, and the 3 running backs that the Jets got. I can see them. I see them winning that division. I see them putting it on Buffalo like Buffalo's nobody.
He got hurt.
I really
because the offensive line missed a block. That's when he got hurt this year. The offensive line got blown up so bad that he had to run to the outside and he got tackled on a fluke play. But Lamar slides. Like Lamar slide or run out of bounds. So he runs smarter than he runs smart.
He outruns people too.
A lot.
He outruns linebackers.
That's why I say if you want to say Aaron Rodgers versus Lamar, and this is my team, go ahead. If this is my team, I have to go with Lamar because 1, Lamar is younger. 2, he's more efficient right now. I'm just like Aaron Rodgers. He's a head case. Aaron Rodgers is a head case right now. So you don't know. One year he want to retire.
If you build an offensive line around Lamar Jackson, you're gonna have a solid team. You know what I'm saying? And the offensive line that we had was kind of not. I'm saying they weren't shitty, but they were bad because a lot of them got hurt. You had one guy that couldn't stay away from the Krispy Kremes, like Zion. Now, if you look at him, that dude changed. So I think the offensive line is going to come back strong, and putting that type of offensive line around Lamar, I think that the Jets would be a better team with Lamar as their quarterback than Aaron Rodgers. But that's my opinion because I have a buddy that's a Jets fan that tells me, nah, no way. Aaron Rodgers is accurate. Aaron Rodgers this.
He
But
is accurate.
I don't want a quarterback that's going to only want to stick around 1 year. He gets a hair in his ass and he wants to be out.
Yeah, it's that
You know what I'm
will
saying?
he.
And
It's will he, won't he? You can't deal with the will he, won't he every year. He's Brett Favre Jr. Will he? Won't he? Will he? Will he come back?
You talking
Will he
about
do
about Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
If we talk
Will
about
he
Aaron
do
Rodgers,
this? Will he come back?
It's so weird.
Oh, I'm going to
Yep.
retire. Retire then, bitch. That's what I would have said about the Packers. Retire then, bitch. Bye.
It's so weird that their careers are kind of mirroring each other. Like
And then he gonna go to the
I really
Jets.
want him to retire this year.
One Super Bowl win.
Yeah.
They leave Green Bay and go to New York.
Gonna go to the Jets,
so
and then he's
weird.
gonna leave the Jets and go to the Vikings.
It's gonna be 1 year, and then he's gonna go back to the.
He's gonna go to the Vikings.
He's gonna go back to the NFC North.
Like, and we seen how the last time a Packers quarterback went to the Jets, we seen how that experiment went.
He was doing good until he got hurt.
He was on the Madden cover. If he wasn't on Madden cover, who knows what would happen?
Then he got hurt, and then all of a sudden, that's because they thought he was going to retire. Then they had to go change the Madden cover. Remember that? He was in a Packers jersey on the first one, and then they had to go back and change it into a fucking
They had to
Jets
change
jersey.
the image. They couldn't do nothing about. They couldn't do anything about the image that was on the box, so they had to do it digitally. Say, okay, we got this stuff. We got to fix this immediately.
Oh shit, he's coming back. Shit.
Oh,
and he got hurt.
Let's hurry change that real quick. And then he got hurt.
It's just this: if you are smart and you're the Jets, I would be going all in on Lamar. Okay, they don't offer you $200 million.
You're gonna have to give up 2 number 1.
Anyway, you don't need them. You're gonna be winning.
If I don't have to give up 2 number 1s, listen. If I can get Aaron Rodgers for a 2nd and a 3rd round pick, then I see making all right. Let's go with Aaron Rodgers. But if I got to give up 2 first round picks for a 40-year-old man that is what is it, bipolar and doesn't know whether he wants to play or not, fuck out of here.
Are not asking for 2 first rounders.
No, I'm just saying.
Right now.
Think about this.
It's just not.
You got to give up 2 to get Lamar, right?
You got to give up 2 for Lamar, definitely.
So I'm putting it this way: your 2, if Lamar does everything he's supposed to, they're gonna be so late. They're gonna be 2nd round picks, so it wouldn't matter anyway. So I'm like, I will give up the 2. If you have me, I got to give 2 for each one. I'm going to Lamar. Hey, it's Lamar. They want to offer you $200 million. I give you $201 million. We gonna play the prices right. That's what the fuck we gonna do.
$1. Oh, that's so aggravating.
201.
Ooh, people who do that can go F themselves.
201.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that $1 stuff.
We're going to $201.
$1.
That's what I would do, Lamar. But people don't want us. It's frustrating because I've never seen an MVP get treated this way. And I hope it's not what I think it is. I just hope I'm not being cynical. But I have never seen the MVP get treated this way. Not even Cam. Cam got his money.
Well, the thing about it, he got representation. He's represented by self/family. I mean, that's what I see it as. It's not that he's not savvy enough or whatever, but the Ravens are like, okay, well, we don't have nobody pressing us for the matter. Like, we're just gonna keep riding the wave until they can't. If you want to play football, this is what we're gonna do for you. The most we got for you. If you want weapons, we're gonna want to spend money on weapons. So the best we got for you is this franchise tag, either exclusive or non-exclusive. And now
they didn't want to give this man $45 million.
And that's the low. At least that. Can we get that? Because we're doing. We got this collective bargaining agreement, or the quarterback market is at least 40, bro. Can we at least get 40? I want you an MVP. I'm always in the playoffs. Like, I come to work. like you know what you're getting out of it. Like, can we at least get that? So you're not savvy about it. So we're gonna sit here and ride the wave. You don't have a representative pressing us. So we're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna keep things. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it copacetic. We're gonna keep it everything how it's supposed to be. It's crazy.
I just don't. I'm just like I don't get it. Like
I feel
this
so
is a
bad.
real bad look for the NBA. I mean, not the NBA, the NFL. It's a real
I
bad
really
look.
feel bad.
It's a really bad look for the Ravens because who's gonna want to go play for that team?
But here's the thing.
I wouldn't.
Like you know who's the front piece of the whole thing?
100 million still on the table. Rodgers is staying for 2 years, then retire. So, if you're gonna pay $100 million, so that's 50 a year, right? Why not spend 50 a year on Lamar? If I'm spending 50 a year, I'm not spending it on Rodgers for 2 years. And if I don't win in those 2 years, I basically wasted $100 million. And gave up
bet
assets.
big. That's what it is.
That's why you're gonna bet big. Bet it on the young one.
I feel so bad because the face of that whole Baltimore situation is the coach. It's always been the coach. Like the coach, he knows the type of player he has, but he can't do nothing about it because the organization is like, hey, we can sit here and hide, but guess what? When the cameras are rolling and we need somebody to go ask, they're gonna run it. They're gonna run stuff with the coach, and the coach is gonna be like, I told you this yesterday. I told you this the day before. I told you this in week 3. I told you this in week 5. At some point, I'm surprised the dude just don't flat out quit. Like, you know what? I don't want to do nothing with this dumpster fire organization. I'm out. I quit. Effective immediately.
So what's the right deal you would give Lamar? Higher than Deshaun Watson? Because that's what he's worth.
Absolutely.
That's what he's worth. I'm sorry Cleveland did something stupid. That's what he's worth.
Got this contract before he did anything for the organization. Besides give them
that's the floor. Listen, that's the floor. Look, Anthony, that's the floor. The floor is Deshaun Watson. Like that contract there is the lowest contract I would go for if I'm Lamar Jackson. I'm like, I have MVP. I've been to the playoffs multiple times, and I think Deshaun went once. I mean, I have a better winning percentage than Deshaun Watson. I mean, you got to pay me more than this man.
He's got a better winning percentage than Kyler Murray. And look at how much Kyler Murray got.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's why to me it's a smack in the face to Lamar Jackson.
Hell yeah.
At least if he wants $200 million guaranteed, why doesn't he warrant $200 million?
And that's cheaper than Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson got 30 guaranteed. He's saving you $30 million.
Every last one of them.
He's saving you $30 million.
That dude played 13. That dude played 5 games last year.
Yes. Come on, man! Like this is laughable.
And 235 of his money is guaranteed.
So don't you think when Lamar does get taken by whatever team he gets taken by, he comes in with a chip on his shoulder?
Absolutely.
Yes,
tear it up.
And he tears it up and he goes to the playoffs. And who knows if he doesn't make it all the way to the championships? Lamar, and he tells all these other teams that looked at him and laughed at him, oh, you don't have the right representation. You and your mama doing this.
8 years. He ain't gonna go for 8 years, 200 million. You gotta make that 300 million for 8 years.
Yeah, you might want to up the price.
You gotta up it a little bit for 8 years. Man, I know you're gonna give him 200 million up front, but that man gonna want.
Yeah,
you start to go Pat Mahomes territory with that.
Right.
Yeah, if you're gonna give him a contract like Mahomes, you definitely gotta give him up. You gotta up the money.
You gotta up the money. See, Mahomes got it spread out through the 10 years. So if you spread it out through the years, it's cap friendly. So Max, it's like Mahomes getting paid $35 a year. but he's got a 10-year contract that's all guaranteed.
Spread. Like that dude.
By him winning the Super Bowl, his contract is all guaranteed
owner of a Kansas City baseball team.
Yes.
That dude paid. And that's
you know why?
Football.
Because that Super Bowl made his whole contract guaranteed.
That dude.
I'm sorry to say,
that's football. We not talking about it.
He's gonna win a couple of more.
Yes, that might be the cheapest contract in football because he can win at least easily 4 more. If you think about it, he can win about 4 more.
And that's how. And this is low key. This is low key how Tom Brady got away with being. That's why he got the jewelry, because what Tom Brady wound up doing, and no one really. I don't know if people don't realize it, or it's just low key that people don't pay attention to it. But when you're a veteran and your minimum, they give you your minimum goes toward how many years you've been serviceable in the league. So Tom Brady's been in the league for 20 years. So that means he should be sitting on his minimum should be at least 20 million just to be there.
Mm-hmm.
But he always restructures these contracts. He's like, hey, bro, instead of giving me this money, go and get talent. And it'll be low-key talent. Like, we won't even pay attention to it. It might be some dude who's just hungry enough to say, you know what, I won't play for a sandwich. But it's a well-paid for a sandwich. And guess what? Tom Brady capitalized the hell out of it. He got him a ring, and he get this other marquee player. He get this Gronk. Gronk is super young, and he doesn't have to do anything else for the rest of his life because he's well paid off. Because he aligned himself well, got with Tom Brady, got these rings.
That's fair.
That's
a
better.
Fair deal.
That's
a fair
definitely
deal.
Better comment.
That's a fair deal. And I think he'll take it. He'll take that.
But hey, I think that's what the Ravens are trying to do. I think the Ravens are trying to go around about, be like, Lamar will hook you up on the back end. But Lamar said, hey, man, if I'm out here winning games out loud, say, bro, you better pay me out loud, too, because I'm well worth it. And I told you the day when I got drafted, you're getting a Super Bowl out of me. That dude said, you're getting a Super Bowl out of me. So one way or the other, whatever the year mark is, if y'all come to an agreement, one of the years Lamar Jackson is going to get yours.
Oh, no, that's perfect. What you just put, I think, would get the deal done. See how easy that was to get the deal done? The deal would be done if gave you something like that. I give you 6 years, spread it out so it can be team friendly, but I'll give you a big ass signing bonus up front.
Yep. That's what they're
Boom. But they know what they're trying to do because he don't have a slick talking agent. They're trying to fuck over him like he's stupid.
That's exactly what the problem lays at.
If I'm Lamar and I'm saving my money right, I'm sitting out till week 7 or 8. I'm chilling.
Personally,
I'm not signing that shit till I have to.
Hey, I'm not. I'll just flat out say it. I'm not coming back. Like, here's the deal. Here's my number, or I'm not signing and I'm not coming. I will sit out. Like, you're not hurt to the point. Even if you were to get fined for those games, it won't matter.
I don't think you get fined if you don't sign the tag. I think if you don't sign it after week 10, you get fined, and then they get to use the tag on you again next year. So you have to sign by week 10. So I'm chilling. I'm at the crib chilling, staying in shape, throwing a little bit.
Wake up, work out. After I'm done working out, hey, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna turn on TV Sundays. Damn, man. Y'all
the Ravens are 1-4. 230 million.
Oh, man, it's so bad.
That's what I'm gonna say. It was 200. Now it's 230. Call me back.
My boy's calling me. My coach calling me. Hey, coach. How's it going without me, dog? By the way, tell the organization to lose my number.
If they call me, I will accept the call. I'll be like, look, all right, y'all 1-4 now. That's 230. It was 200.
Yep.
230.
Now I want Watson money.
Yeah.
Every week you lose.
Call me back when y'all think about it.
Now you need me.
Yeah. Every week you losing. 20
Here
mil.
go, look. Now they're 1-6. Now they're 1-6. Oh, it was 230. Now we 250.
Every
baby.
game you losing. So
I will keep doing it. I will keep doing it because I'm like, you need me. That's what I'm saying. You got to play hardball with them. Every time it will go up. It's 250. Oh, you want to do the 230 now? Oh, you want to do the
12 million for every game you lose it goes up 12 mil. That's not 12 mil, dog.
Yep. Oh, y'all about to miss the playoffs? Oh, that's Pat Mahomes.
That's extra 20 mil up top. That's 20 mil right there.
That's 280.
Oh yeah, that's about 280, man. Look, y'all want me to come say the season? 280. That's 280.
Hey.
Call me back.
Yep.
Ozzie Newsome, call me back because he up there in the front office too. Ozzie Newsome, call me back. You supposed to be a black man. You supposed to be looking after me. Look what you're doing.
Be looking after me, bro. What's happening? What's up?
Going on quick. I would be doing that because I would do what Emmitt Smith did to Cowboys. They didn't want to pay Emmitt. They went 0-2, and Jerry Jones came a crying. Oh, Emmitt saved the season.
Yep.
Let them lose the first 3 games. Hold them up. Man, how that 200 million sound? Nah, that was before the league year started. Nah, we going to Deshaun Watson one.
But if you think about it, what other weapons do they have? They're going 0-6, 0-8.
Don't have none.
Exactly.
They can't score more than 17 points without Lamar. They have none. Bro.
Yeah.
About week 5, they're gonna be. I'm like, look, bro. I want 240 because y'all 0-5. Y'all 0-5 now, and I gotta get y'all out of deep hole now. So yeah, I need the extra 10 million from Deshaun Watson money. So so I can pull y'all out that hole.
Yep.
It's gonna be like a Jerry Maguire thing. Show me the money. Let me hear you say it, Ozzie. Let me hear you say it, Ozzie. That's what's gonna happen.
And if he ends up coming and getting that after all of this bullshit, Ozzie Newsome needs to be fired. And I know it's not really his decision, it's ownership's decision, but if they got to go after him and beg him to come back because they're 0-6, and then they turn around and give him Deshaun Watson money, they fucking ruined the season for nothing.
Mm-hmm. But they can't
when
tag
they could have just given him his.
Let me see.
Or either that, or you're only allowed to tag him twice.
Yeah, I know something like that. It's like after a while, it's like, each team has one. I'm just saying, can you tag them twice? I think it's either you can tag them twice or you can't. I think you can't use the same tag, so they'll have to pay him 45, probably 50 million next year.
Listen, if he sits out, if they can only tag him twice, he sits out 2 years, he's still 28.
Yes.
with a healthy body. He will be a benefit for another squad.
Tagging is not a one and done thing. However, consecutive tags come at a hefty price. If the team applies the franchise tag in back-to-back years, they agree to pay that athlete 120% of their salary for the years before. Please tag me twice. Please tag me twice. You know what 100% of millions, 120% of millions are? Please tag me twice. You might be paying me $60 million a year for that year. Or I'll come play for that. Or I'll play for you for that. All guaranteed. That $60 million is all guaranteed. They can't take it from you. So the Ravens will be stupid if they tag him twice. So please. Please tag Lamar twice.
His last contract with the Ravens was about $33 million.
33 million. God damn. That is ridiculous. Whoo, man, that's a lot of money. So you get 125%
Listen,
raise.
120% of 33 million is $3,960,000. So they'll be paying him $3 million for 1 year.
No, I don't think that's right. It's a boost. You gotta pay them more. So if he getting paid, I think it's like 50% of his shit now. You getting paid 35 or some shit like that. So you get paid 32. You got 33, so you got 32 million for this one. 45 million for the other. It goes up. So it's like about 60. Gotta be. Cause he ain't gonna pay him that because that wouldn't be fair to the player to get tagged twice. I know they told us with Drew Brees, if we'd have tagged him twice, we was gonna have to pay him like $60 million.
Yeah.
Oh no. If it's 33 million, 120% of 33 million is 39,600,000.
Shit, I got 41.25 million on mine. When I say 125% of 33 million US dollars, it's 140. I mean, it's 41.25. And then if you do the exclusive tag, that's an exclusive tag. I mean, the non-exclusive tag. If you do the exclusive tag, it goes up.
It's supposed to be isn't it what the top quarterback is making for that year?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you know that second year is gonna be that Joe Burrow year.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know he's
that
about
boy's
to get
gonna
paid.
Oh yeah. I say it's gonna be like $60 million. They'll be a fool.
Go.
Look, they'll be a fool to tag him twice.
No, I think that if they tag him this year, they don't get anything done. They're gonna try to trade his ass before next year.
Yeah, I think they need to. And somebody gonna get Lamar Jackson what he needs, and that's what he needs to get broke off, because I have never seen an MVP treated this way.
Nope.
Never. Like, I'm trying to think of all the MVP quarterbacks that I have seen, I have never seen them treated that way. Not never. I'm just
Nope.
I'm just
I
shocked
haven't seen
how this is going, and it's disrespectful. Oh yeah, and Jalen Hurts about to break the bank.
Yep.
As you should.
So they could be a
I mean,
fool.
you think Jalen Hurts is going to break the bank? Joe Burrow is going to break the bank. Who's the other quarterback?
Herbert. Justin Herbert.
Yep, Herbert's about to break the bank. They're all about, and the longer they wait, the more money that Lamar Jackson gets.
The Ravens got to be the dumbest organization. You supposed to knock out that deal last year.
Yes.
Because that's what the cheapest it was going to get. Because Lamar was only going to ask for like 150 million guaranteed, maybe. And you probably thought that was too much. Then he come out balling and he got hurt. But that's crazy.
Honestly,
The Jackson played.
The Cleveland Browns have fucked up football.
So
With
here you
that
go. If
contract they
Jackson
gave
plays
Deshaun
on the
Watson.
franchise
Quarterback market.
tender in
That's it.
2003, he'll be due a 20% raise in 2024, then a 44% raise over that figure in 2025. All that told is the Ravens will pay Jackson roughly 127 million over 3 years. But why would he go
And
do
that's
that?
about 40-something thousand a year.
Yeah, I'm saying. So it's like, why would he do that? Because now, what if he get hurt in that year? Could he like 1 year deals? Nah, man, you can't tag him 3 years. So that's the thing. You can't tag him 3 years. So you tagged him already this year. It's 23. You tag him again in 24. You can't tag him again. That's the new rule of the CBA. That's the
you
Drew
can only
Brees
do it
rule.
twice.
That's the Drew Brees rule. Because before you could tag him 3, 4, 5 times until you could. And then Drew Brees said, "Oh, you tagged me twice. I'm not going to sign it."
That's the cap. That's it.
That was the Drew Brees rule, and that backed the Saints into giving him the first $100 million deal. Yeah,
that we
Thanks,
just got
Drew.
off the books for.
So he did. So they should be thanking him. That's the Drew Brees rule. Because you try to tag him the third year, they automatically become an unrestricted free agent. And then Lamar Jackson is an unrestricted free agent. You get nothing for him.
Yep.
So you didn't lost.
His contract will be very, very big then, because a lot of teams don't have to give anything up.
Oh yeah. And I'm just saying, you lose your franchise quarterback, the Ravens are gonna go back to be pre-Ray Lewis. It's gonna be the Browns. Yeah. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be the Browns. So
the Browns got a lot to prove this coming year to see if that money is worth it.
Oh, that's more for Lamar. Because if Deshaun Watson stinks up the joint, I gotta get paid more than him.
That's all fine and dandy. But I mean, as presently constructed, who is your favorite to come out of that NFC East? Because
NFC East?
Burrow hasn't gotten a deal yet.
The NFC East?
The
AFC East.
I'm sorry.
AFC
the AFC
East. Okay, gotcha.
I mean, Buffalo NFC. Is always going to be the favorite because they got Josh Allen.
They love Josh Allen for some reason.
I'm sorry, not the East. The AFC North.
The North. That's
I got you. Yeah. That's what.
They got small hands in Pittsburgh. They got Joe Burrow. They got Deshaun Watson. And they got
Watson and
Tyler Huntley right now for the Ravens.
So you think that Burrows is first?
Yeah.
And then probably small hands. Because Deshaun ain't proved shit yet.
Your boy never have a losing season. He never has a losing season. Mike Tomlin never has a losing season.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin, he don't. He figures out a way to win.
He's never been mediocre.
Small hands are like he look like he's pretty good.
We goofed on him enough for him to get good.
Well,
I mean, if you put Lamar in there, it would be Ravens too. If Lamar was the quarterback for the Ravens too, automatically, because he's just gonna win. He just wins, man. Dude he just wins.
I mean,
it'll be Burrow.
It's tough. It's
Jackson.
Because
I gotta agree with you. Small hands and Deshaun.
Because Cincinnati's on what two division consecutive titles right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you have them. You have to get through Cincinnati first of all, because you just don't knock down the division champion just by saying, guess what, we're gonna do it. You got Pittsburgh, where they coach. He has a standard, and he has always met it to this date. He has never failed to meet his standard. And Cleveland, who's throwing, Brinks truck. we want this guy, and he's gonna be the difference. Now it actually counts because last year, if you want to count it or not, be like, hey, we didn't have our guy. Well, now you have your guy. What he's gonna do, and we don't know what we're gonna get out of Baltimore because the whole quarterback situation. We don't know. We don't know if they're chasing talent or they're just trying to be cheap.
They're bound
At
to
this
be
point, I don't.
cheap.
I
being
don't know
cheap.
what to believe. I don't know what to believe. Tell you the truth,
They're
that's coming
cheap.
out of Baltimore. Like,
Yeah, in order. Hurts, Burrow, and Herbert. Yep, that's about right.
well,
They're gonna
Hurts
get
by
paid all
default.
around the same time.
Hurts by default. Herbert sort of by default. Yeah, well, all three of them. They're just all three of them. It's really
No,
by default.
because Cincinnati is not about to let Joe Burrow hit free agency. Because I guarantee you, Joe Burrow
Yeah.
will not have to go through the same trouble with Lamar Jackson.
Hell no.
Nope. Nope. But this year, you're going to see what he's really about because he's not going to have all of those great receivers anymore.
They're going to pay him. They're going to let
He'll
somebody
lose
go.
T. Higgins. You lose T. Higgins.
No, they say they're keeping T. Higgins. They don't know where that came from. They're losing Joe Mixon. They're getting rid of Joe Mixon. That's what they're talking about doing. Keeping the receiver and cutting Joe Mixon. It's a cap cavity. That's the new rumor.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, that's kind of tough because you already got Tyler Boyd, so you can slide Tyler Boyd in that area and still have Joe Mixon. But you lose Joe Mixon, you losing a lot.
You really are. And I don't think P. Ryan, he's talented, but I don't
Watch
think
out for them getting Bijan Robinson. If they draft Bijan Robinson out of Texas, Joe Mixon is gone.
everything.
That's even if he's there by the time they pick.
Definitely.
Maybe. They're talking about
really can't wait for the
running
draft.
backs not getting valued as much in this draft because everybody is trying to get defenders, offensive linemen, and them quarterbacks. It's going to be a run on all those things. It's the type of meat and potatoes draft, if they want to call it. If you want to defend your defensive line or edge rusher, this is your draft.
Yeah.
If you lose Joe Mixon, don't count out Miles Sanders. That'll be a decent pickup.
That too. Yeah.
Then we'll be talking about where Joe Mixon go. Well, shortly, let's switch gears to the NBA before we get out of here. You know what I'm saying? When we left Friday, he had a 2-game suspension. 2-game suspension. Now that shit, Ja Morant then turned into a fucking indefinite suspension. Clout chasing going wrong.
Now, have they officially said that it was a suspension? Because from the language that I'm seeing
he's stepping away from the team.
I haven't had a chance. I've only seen him.
It's basically a Jordan suspension. You know, that's a Jordan suspension. When Jordan got suspended for gambling the first time he retired, they didn't. You know, he's stepping away to get help, but he's going to miss 6 games. If you're missing 6 games and you're not injured, I call that a suspension.
Okay.
You're going to miss at least 6 games. You think Memphis is going to let – that's why Memphis is letting them do it, because the NBA can be like, oh, yeah, Memphis is doing what they need to do. You know, Memphis is punishing him. So I guess we don't have to step in because Ja Morant, they find Ja Morant brung that gun on the plane on the team facility. That's a 50-game suspension.
Ooh-wee. It's going to be
That's
on.
50.
But I thought that he did.
They don't know.
So,
see, the thing is,
you know what I'm saying?
They still got to.
They don't know yet.
They still got to do their findings. They still got to do their investigation and all of that. But
Ja Morant, if you have a homeboy, tell him that your homeboy bought that shit to Denver.
And hey,
because if you
that
don't,
dude better use that new money that he got from Nike and find him a fall guy immediately.
50.
I mean, ASAP. I mean, like yesterday, like last week, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we talking
before you even
50
thought
games.
about bringing the phone in the club. and saying, "Guess what? I'm gonna brandish this weapon out here on the social media platform." Because if it goes to a point where a judge gotta look at that, a judge gonna look at that and be like, "What? In Denver?" Well, I guess he didn't know the gun laws out here.
Well, the judges said it was fine. Look, he's clear in Colorado. They did do their investigation, two-day investigation, which was bullshit because there was no complaints, nobody got hurt. So they shouldn't even done an investigation to begin with. It's more of an NBA thing. Yeah, they say he was in no wrong. He's allowed to carry a gun because it's an open carry state, and he's allowed to carry a gun.
Well, that may be true, but and I don't think any of the laws allows you to brandish your gun in public. And
they say
clubs,
nobody got hurt, and there was no complaints, and nobody got threatened. They said case dismissed. So his legal troubles are over.
But if it's his gun, how did it get from Memphis to Denver?
It's like this. Either his entourage flies private and he bought the gun, or that gun was on the team plane. It's one of the two.
And if that entourage, if his guards fly on the team plane, he's done for 50 games.
So that's what I'm saying. If he sent his entourage on a different private plane, he got enough money to do it. If he did that, then he's in the clear. But if they find out it touched that plane or the practice facility, he's done. 50 is the minimum. It's 50. Remember, Gilbert Arenas got 50. No, he got the whole season. He
got the whole season. That dude was done for the year. He was done for the year.
Because you remember, he came out there like this, and that's the last time we saw Gilbert Arenas doing this. They sit his ass on the bench.
That boy said,
He was gone.
That dude in the middle of his all-star run. That dude was that.
Man, look, Ja Morant got some bad. I blame his daddy because his daddy is always around him. It's not like his daddy not around. His daddy want to be a damn superstar. That's who I blame. Because it's my son messing up his future. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna set him down. Hey, you about to fuck this up? All the hard work, all the practices, all the time I gave to you to get you to this point. You about to fuck this up? I will beat your little ass. I'm still your daddy. I will beat your ass. That's what it'd have been. If you pull out another gun, I'm gonna beat your ass. Yeah. That's what it would have been. I will beat your ass in the middle of the game. I will take my belt off. You could be dribbling up the court. I'm gonna whip your ass in the middle of the game if I see you pull out another gun. Like, somebody has to talk to this young man, bro. Like, who thought that shit was okay? Like, bro,
I just see how this league is different. Kyrie posts a link and had to jump through hoops, do apologies, meet certain people.
Lost his Nike deal,
and this guy does this on his Instagram. It'd be different if it was on somebody else's Instagram. He went on his own Instagram and did a live or whatever it was. And yet they're treating him a lot better than they treated Kyrie. Not that I'm advocating for Kyrie, but still, if he had to jump through hoops and all he did was post a link, Josh should be jumping through hoops, diving off of buildings in the whole fucking 9 yards.
I get you. And my thing is with that, it's like Ja didn't offend any Jewish people with the gun. That's why
I mean, I get that bullshit though.
I know. If he would have pointed the gun at a Jew, Jewish people. He'd have pointed the gun at a Jewish person. then you'd have got him canceled.
You don't know. You don't know if that stripper wasn't Jewish.
We don't know, but I'm like this. He didn't say he didn't post propaganda. We don't even know if that was Kyrie's meaning. Even I don't know. It was vague. He should have gone shit for that. Just like Cam Thomas is going through hoops because he said no homo in a damn, in a damn post game speech. This man was dropping 40 every game for the Nets, and he can't see the court because he said no homo. And I'm like, dude, you know how many people say that? Like no homo. Some people just be playing around like that. That don't mean.
So
look, we need to stop canceling people for petty shit.
Hey, so the NBA runs themselves as a business. Like we get it, and we know that majority of the players, are us. I'm not saying they trying to take us out of it, but a lot of things that we do, and we do it amongst our culture, we do it with a certain tone. Well, their tone isn't just this. Their demographic isn't just this country. It isn't just 18 to 45 or whatever. Like you have older individuals as well, and it's international. So I get that they want to protect their brand. Like we do it in playful ways, and our tones are is not to the point where you be like, you know what, oh, you mean something by that, or you mean to offend me, this, that, and the third. So addressing the Ja situation. Now, Ja just flat out had no earthly reason to do what he did. Like everything that led up to this point with him missing games and potentially missing out money, because I don't know if he's missing a game check. I don't know if, so much money is going to be missing out of his contract at the end of the day. But everything you did, you had the choice. Like you had your phone. First of all, you had the weapon. You had your phone. You went in that facility, and he's like, you know what? I feel like flexing. I had a good night in Denver or whatever. I feel good.
They lost the game.
I won't be a young man.
Not only did
what was
they
his
lose the
numbers?
game, one of their veterans just finished having a meeting with the kid, with everybody talking about, and basically they were saying that he was talking about Ja and how Ja's been acting, but he didn't call him out on it.
Steven Adams said we need to
went
stop.
out that night.
This is the words from Steven Adams, according for that meeting. We need to stop going out on road trips. And then his dumb ass go out and brandish a gun.
He went out and he won't brandish the gun. And I mean, like I said this in last week's episode, where you have this young mentality and you kind of want to portray this certain lifestyle. You want people to see you in a certain image that, this team took on this villainous persona. Okay, cool. You could be a villain, but do it on the court. Like you translating this character and you want to make it into the real life you. And that stems from what y'all said in a wrestling episode. Like I can't remember exactly who y'all was talking about, but somebody took that persona and thought it was really that, and they weren't. I think y'all was talking about Shawn Michaels. I want to say it was a Shawn Michaels segment that y'all was talking about. But he took that on, and I'm like, say, dude, somebody's not in your ear enough to say that it's not just you on the line, because you don't see this out of your face like LeBron. LeBron came, he didn't have he wasn't fortunate to come in the league the way that you did. You came in with, if you had both parents in the house, you had your siblings, that was there. You have an older sibling, but you're the one that happens to make it. You don't have, and it may not be the greatest example, you don't have a LeVar Ball. But in my opinion, LeVar Ball didn't do anything that warrants him having that reputation that, oh man, like he always got to be this and that and third. But what has he done, besides be, a black man that raised his family and made them successful. Like if you want to say it or not, Jello, he got some amount of success. You know, that's neither here nor there. Going back with Ja, like you have people that's behind you that has a lot to lose. Like you see your daddy that's out there. He's in headlines for going against Uncle Shay. Why we gotta have that?
Right.
Your team in headlines because hey man, like we coming, we in your face, but guess what? We gonna be a-holes about it. Okay, cool. Now back it up. But then you go out, and you're like, no, I'm a real life bad guy. I'm a tough guy. Well, now you're causing, your people gonna look at your daddy. You gonna have people, waiting in front of the door, in front of the house or your parents' house, want to talk to you. Anybody who can get in contact who knows you. That could be your family, cousin, aunts, uncles, anybody who can give up information. Did y'all do this back when? And then now they're gonna go through and they're gonna thread through all your social media stuff. They're gonna go through the Twitters, they're gonna go through the TikToks, they're gonna go through all that stuff. And it's unwarranted. Like, say, bro, like, yes, you're the celebrity, you're the money, you making the money for playing a game. Like, if you're not playing a game, then we don't have anything else to say. Why do we care about you? You're not an activist. You're not somebody who goes out in the community like aforementioned Kyrie. Kyrie, he may have not played. He may, hey, the sun's not shining right, but he's doing things. So he's shining light on certain situations. Right. Hey, you have a right to say this. Hey, vaccine this, or I'm not saying don't get the vaccine, but guess what? They had people talking. Now you really want to know, hey, is this vaccine gonna save my life? And Kyrie, he's in the community, out there handing out, foods for people who was less fortunate.
Facts.
Like
facts, Andy.
That is facts. It's different.
And Ja Morant was yes, I just saw that he was involved in the volleyball beef. He got in a fight at his sister's volleyball game.
So why are you bringing, this negative light onto everybody else that's there? Like somebody has to get in his ear to the fact where it has to make sense. Because right now it's not making sense to him. It's like, you know what? I'm young. I'm a superstar. People of Memphis love me. This region of the country loves me. Well, it's not just that region of the country that's watching you either. Like you may have a youth that's in, I don't know, where's Luca from? Countries out there. You might have, where's France? You might have people in France that's looking up to you. You got to have another demographic. You got to have another generation that's in his ear that says, guess what? It's not just this that's paying attention to you, man. Like, people are really looking up to you, and they're going to emulate that. And that's not the image that the NBA is going to want to give, so they're going to have to punish you for it. To a point where people forgot that it happened, or it won't get to the next generation coming up. The next generation of ballers coming up act like that.
In the grand scheme of things, if he ran into a real person or a real ninja, he gonna piss his pants. He ain't real like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he like I sent Moa a video that they did with Papa Doc when Eminem did it. He went to a private school. He had mommy and daddy in the house. You know what I'm saying? If you looked at him, he looked like a little dweeb. You know what I'm saying? He let the money and the popularity go to his head. And if he ran into a real dude, he wouldn't know what to do with himself.
Real dude would have flat out told him.
Had a gun, he wouldn't even pull that shit out.
Like Shannon Sharp said, you can die for showing it. You show a gun in the wrong neighborhood, you're gonna get shot.
Yep. Because they think you're going to shoot them.
It was an old school rule that still applies today. Don't pull that bitch out unless you're ready to use it.
Yep.
Any gangster will tell you that. You walk around with guns on. Look, don't pull that bitch out unless you're ready to use it.
Yep.
You pull that bitch out, you're gonna have 2 or 3 more coming at you.
It's gonna be that. It's gonna be that.
And Ja Morant is one of them people. You could tell he ain't never been in those streets. Because street dudes don't move like that, man.
Street
Most of the people
dudes
who claiming to be street are people who come from 2-parent households. Most of these street dudes that y'all think street ain't really street.
Street dudes move in silence.
Yeah, they don't say shit. You better be looking out for street dudes. You better know you better have street sense.
Listen, I'm not a street dude. I was brought up in New York though, and I know street dudes. If he would have even pulled that shit out at a strip club, like he did, he wouldn't have walked out of that strip club unless he got shot in the ass or something like that. They would have whooped his ass and stole his gun.
Yeah,
even if he was a superstar.
The strippers down here would have pulled a gat out the G-string. Shit, they'd have been firing at his ass. So I'm just saying, you can't do that. And I don't know why would he post that on IG. Thinking that shit cute, nothing can happen to me. I'm Ja Morant. All these cases I'm beating. But you put
that's what it is.
But don't he know? I tell this to anybody. To work in the justice system. You know what they do? They let you do a little bitty crime. They let you. You do another little bitty crime. They let you go. They keep getting it until you do something big. And then they got your ass for 10, 15 years.
It's gonna take this situation right here, right now. It's gonna take him missing these games because what's gonna wind up hurting and being a harsh reality for him. Now, I can vaguely remember, the guys in Memphis talking. Okay, yeah, we come in and yeah, y'all give Golden State fits and Golden State is the bar right now. But it's gonna come time and we're getting ready to approach it. We're going into, we maybe just starting March, but when April comes, that's when, we're in postseason mode. You're not gonna be available for the postseason. You're gonna watch your guys struggle. You're gonna watch the guys be like, damn, man, and we only had that extra piece. We only had our weapon available. And it's gonna hurt. Like, ask Zion right now. Zion, and I don't want to get too far off topic, but when Zion watched the team had a surge in the second half of last year and get this play in the environment, he just felt New Orleans energy. Like, he was like, damn, this is what it feels like. Because he felt it to a degree when he first was introduced. Like, yeah, people love it. Like, I'm the number 1 pick. And yeah, I'm hanging around Drew Brees. Drew Brees is a proven winner. But he didn't feel the energy. Like, when we go out and support our teams, we come out in numbers. Like, it was a plan. This wasn't even saying the postseason. This is like, say, bro, y'all could possibly make it. They had that place rocking. I mean, to a point where you can, my job, well, the job I'm at now is literally maybe a 5-7 minute walk away from the stadium. You would hear the stadium from that point what the building that I work in. That's the type of energy that the fans feed the team because, we love and we love hard. But getting back to Ja, you're gonna miss out on those moments. You thinking, all-star, yeah, man, I'm here, I made it. Like, oh, fans around the world, they love me. But it's different when you're competing for that championship and potentially can be one. Like, you're not going to be available and you're going to let this year go by because guess what? After a year, like, people are going to catch up. People are going to make moves and say, guess what? I want to be competitive. Your spot not guaranteed. Like Memphis, okay, they might be where they're sitting at, number 2 in the standings right now. Well, guess what? You could throw that out the window.
3.
You're sitting at 3 right now. You could toss that away next year off top because
the Kings are number 2.
if Phoenix figures this stuff out, Phoenix is gonna be there. Oh,
even though Durant is hurt. Durant is hurt for the next.
Even though Durant's hurt, Phoenix is going to be there. Denver hasn't gone anywhere because Denver got the best. They have the best home record. They don't lose home games for whatever reason. Denver's still going to be there. You're going to have teams coming up in the draft. You know, I'm not saying that New Orleans is there. New Orleans is going to wind up making some kind of run. They're going to do something. They're going to figure it out. I got hope. You got teams like Dallas, Luka's always there. Your spot isn't guaranteed. So you're taking away opportunity from yourself. You're punishing yourself. Like you up there thinking, you're thinking nothing of it, maybe a slap on the wrist if something goes wrong. Say, brother, youth goes away. Father Time is undefeated. Undefeated. You hear me? So don't waste your opportunities, man. Don't. If you got something, you paid millions of dollars to play a game, that you allegedly love. Don't cheat the game, because right now you're cheating the game. You're cheating fans, you're cheating your family, you're cheating yourself.
Yeah.
Hopefully you take this, recover from it, get better from it, and hopefully you advocate and stop guys that will come in the league. Like, hey, bro, say, dog, I was about that action, man. Hey, bro, don't do it. Like, what's the next big scandal I could think of that's in recent times? D'Angelo Russell with his cell phone, recording conversations in the locker room. Like, I'm so glad he moved on from it, that he learned from it. You know, and hopefully, well, I don't want to cheer for the Lakers. I don't want to cheer for the Lakers, but, you know, at the same time, it'll be worth it for him to come back in good grace and the Lakers start winning. Like, but he's learned from that. Like, look at what Minnesota did last year. They're having, you know, play-in parties, like we're crying like we won the NBA Finals or whatever. It's because we
all Pat
Bell. Number 7 spot.
That was all Pat Bell.
Like, my God, I can't believe we balled out. Like, okay, cool. Like, you qualified for the playoffs. Now do something. But, you know, at the end of the day, that's what you want. You want those moments, man. You want the moments where people are gonna remember you. Like, and that's where it happens in the regular season, but you got to play regular season games to get to these postseason moments, and where it cements a legacy for you. And we don't want a legacy where, hey, he got dropped for pulling out a gun, and we had to take away. He had to pay serious consequences for it.
Yeah, man. It's just Ja Morant. I hope he learned from this. I hope he gets the help he needs, man, because maybe it's a mental health problem. Maybe I don't know. You say he needs
Ja
help.
Morant needs to learn how to stay in his lane.
How about this? Stay out of the nightclubs. You could club after the season is over. Club all you want when the season is over. But when you go into a city, that's why y'all losing so many road games, because you partying in the city. So you need to just chill.
If I go to a club and I see Ja Morant there, I'm buying that nigga drinks. Excuse my French. You know what I'm saying? I'm buying him as many drinks as I can give him. If it's gonna cause my Knicks to win, here, have another one, buddy. Tell me you wouldn't do the same thing if he came down to New Orleans and they were gonna play the Pelicans. Let's say it's almost playoff time, or they're going like this on the list. They're 7 and you're 8. Aren't you trying to get homie drunk? Oh, what's up, Doc?
Well, that's the thing. So if we take the basketball, we put the basketball in there in both conferences. So if you look at both conferences, there's maybe at most 4 games that separate you from a 6 to, I don't know, 3, 2. It's no more than that. Like, yeah, if it costs me one of these games, it costs you to have a slide. If it causes you to have a 2-3 game slide, then guess what? The more you lose, hey man, it's just a matter of semantics. Like, it's going to be like, well, you're losing, and hey, a win is a win. I may not win pretty, but guess what? It's going to count. It might give me momentum. I might start winning. That's what. Say, bro, by all means, I'm with you.
If I'm a baller, I'm sending him champagne. Send him a couple of bottles of champagne to his VIP table.
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
You like
I'm
to
getting
party,
him drunk.
huh?
I'm getting him high. Don't you understand that? I'm bringing all the good touch over there. All that over there to him. He go be fucked up. And I'm giving him a
like
handgun.
James Harden.
Look,
Brother, I'll give you your favorite stripper. I'm gonna give you.
Hold his gun right quick. Flash that gun again,
bro. Hey, it'll be that.
And I'll be filming it. Oh, look at Ja Morant with a gun.
Or I'm paying, if he's at the strip club and I'm a baller, I'm paying strippers to go get him drunk. Go shake your ass in his face. Give him a couple of drinks. You know what I'm saying? Here, smoke this with him. I got, like you said, I'm getting the fat bag and I'm throwing that shit at the girl. I'm like, go take care of that. Next thing you know, Ja Morant scores 12 points and the Grizzlies lose.
See,
he's a target.
He the king of New Orleans instead of Memphis. People in New Orleans would not have Ja in the streets like that. They'd be like, nah, bro, you need to go ahead on. We don't play that here. Hey, bro, get your ass up out of the streets. Don't you need to be asleep? That's what they've been told him. We got a game to win tomorrow. That's what we told him. They gonna sit your ass down talk about you gonna party. Party when the season over, motherfucker. That's what they told him.
Well, they need to do that with Zion and get him away from the Krispy Kremes.
Now, food is another thing now. New Orleans is known for food. There's nowhere Zion can go and not get fat. It's nowhere he can
go. Hey.
This is not California. Zion would do great with the Lakers because the Lakers got all kind of vegan. They got all kind of vegan options in California. They got vegan shit on the corner. They got shit baked food. They got all kind of shit.
Don't wish that evil on me, no. Don't wish that evil on me, Mo.
I'm just saying, in LA, places like that, they have vegan shit on the corner, so he can become a vegan in LA. When have you seen a vegan in New Orleans? You rarely see them. Unless they growing their own shit.
I don't know, not with the food that you guys be throwing out, throwing out of those restaurants.
I'm saying, first of all,
they wouldn't be calling me Krispy Kreme. They'd be calling me beignets.
Beignets.
Beignets. They be calling me beignet. They be like, oh, there goes beignet.
They gonna call him Cafe Du Monde. The beignets.
Y'all ain't right.
They're gonna see.
When have you seen a vegan in New Orleans?
I'm gonna have powdered sugar on my face.
Come on, bro. It's about to be crawfish season. When you seen a vegan in New Orleans, man? They're gonna have a line outside. You're gonna see Zion and Cajuns. Talking about, man, I need me about 5 pounds of crawfish.
Y'all ain't right.
That man sodium levels through the roof. That's why he's swelling up. Hand straight swelling up. It's sodium level through the roof. Man, go get somebody get this man a fluid pill, man. What the fuck? And look, bad news is, he's gonna be out for another 4 weeks. Shit.
Really? I don't know.
2 weeks?
I thought it was only 3.
I don't know. 4, 3. I don't know if he get pushing back. And look, Brandon Ingram, I need you to stop pulling that Dwight Howard shit on the bench. That shit was questionable. Don't pull that Dwight Howard shit. Hey man, it's a man law violation, man. Can't go up there biting another man. Like grabbing another man's shit and then biting the man. No, Brandon Ingram. I don't know how y'all do shit in Duke. We don't do that shit in New Orleans. We don't do that here. Don't do that here. That's some Houston shit. That ain't New Orleans shit. Yeah, I saw that. I said, wait. What the fuck are they doing? Don't they realize the camera's on them?
Hold on.
What the fuck are y'all doing? That's why y'all losing game playing grab ass on the bench. Y'all was in first place. Like, I remember Doc was so happy about that.
I really was.
I was in first place.
I knew it was gonna be short.
Y'all was from 1st to 12.
It was short lived, and a lot of that is it helped. Like, it's like the team took on the persona of being Zion. Like, you know what? He's hurt. Why can't we be hurt? And that's the one thing that I'm not liking. Don't be like Dylan Brooks. Be like KD. Quiet and no haircut.
Oh, Jay said the N-word. He said it low, so we heard every love. Man, Jay's Puerto Rican. He part of the fam, man.
Listen, I mean, I try not to say it out of respect, but that's how we talk up here. You know what I'm saying? We don't say it disrespectfully. We say it as a form of love for our fellow brother.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? And
Jay is brown, man. Right. He okay, man. He might have a still white name, but he is brown.
I say it this way: if you look up the heritage,
we're trying to get monetized. That's why we don't say the N-word on the show, because we try to get monetized.
Yeah, I try not to say it. It slips every once in a while.
We can say other curse
that's
words.
Why I said excuse my friend.
We can't say racial epithets like a lot. So that's why we don't really say the N-word.
I know, and we say fucking shit all the time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we can't say racial shit, but you can say fuck, shit, bitch, hoe, slut.
I try not to use derogatory terms at all. Like, you know, I obviously I'm the dad. I'm the dad.
Yeah, I caught myself saying the N-word a couple times. Shit,
and I don't want them repeating all that. Like, you know, the N-bomb. I mean, that's how you know I'm mad. But I'll say that amongst myself. Like, no one else is around if I ever use it. Like, but you know. And I'm not trying to stop people from using it. Like, people, you know, people are going to do what they do. That's why God gave us free will. But I know for me, like, I'm always going to associate the word with what it was used for back when. Like, it was used to put us down. And I don't like it.
It slips out a couple times on the show here. It slips out on a couple times on the show here because some things be so unbelievable it slips out. And then I make sure
I got African blood running through my bones, through my body.
And look, y'all know the dad stuff. Mine's be in the room in the other corner of the house. So I do shit in man cave that's right by the door, front door. So you can't really hear what I'm saying. So that's why I can do it like that. We good though, man. We good. I know we messing. That shit was funny though. That shit slipped out so fast. I was dying laughing.
Ace. Sad to believe.
Yeah, we all validated. Yeah, we all. You know, hey, yes, I don't care. So what? Look, you all come after Jay, come after me. I will say it 7 times in a row for you. Nigga.
Yep, you broke the ceiling. That's the cap.
We're gonna wake up tomorrow and the video is gonna be off. That it's not gonna be on Facebook. It's not gonna be anywhere. We did this show. We did this show for us. Oh, that's cute. It'll be on YouTube.
It's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be on YouTube and Twitter, but it ain't gonna be on Facebook. Say sorry, we gotta take it down. Say, Mark, don't take us down, man. Y'all already trying to hide our shit because I don't want to pay your tax. Now you're gonna take us down because we let a couple words slip. It's all right, man. It's okay, man. Come on, Mark. I know you want to say it. Say the word, Mark. Say the word with me.
That brother know better.
I'm sure he says it. We just don't hear him.
I know.
He definitely ain't the one.
I'm gonna be like your boy. Just say it. Say what you want to say. Say it, Mark. I'll say it with you.
Hey, Mark. That's a trap.
You want to say it?
I get a rag, Mark. It's a trap. Don't do it. Don't do it,
man,
bro.
we'll get out of here. Bones Jones is on the top of the heavyweight thing, and that was a quick fucking fight. Like, dude,
he's legit.
Dude, I just sat down. I'm like, I'm getting ready to watch the fight. That bitch was over as soon as I sat down, man. I'm like, what the fuck?
If you watch the news conference all week, he said homie's wrestling wasn't up to par. You know what I'm saying? And when he got him against the fence, I was like, one of his favorite chokes is the one that he won with. And I'm like, the dude gave it to him.
Yes. It was a quick fight.
The dude that he's challenging now.
Or Strike? Mia?
Yeah, him. Yeah. That's gonna be a good fight.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be a good fight. And tell me,
I might not even nefarious means that one. I might find that one.
Even the girl fight was good too.
Yeah, your girl you was talking about lost, but it was a good damn fight. She choked the piss out of her. She got the fucking look. Her blood was going at the top of her head. If you look at her,
yeah,
she was discolored. She got the fuck choked out of her. But
I thought I didn't think the Mexican girl was gonna win. I didn't think she was gonna win, but that was a good fight.
But
definitely, I mean Bones.
I told
Bones Jones did
Bones Jones in the wrestling. You can't. It's hard to beat a wrestler because once they get you on the fucking ground, it's over. If you're a striker, it's over. A striker will never be a wrestler.
You better have good defense. If you don't have good takedown defense, you might as well not be in the UFC. I don't care how nice your hands are. And he proved it. Like you said, if I would have went and took a piss, I would have came back. They would have been like, it's over.
Because that's how quick it was. Look, I was like this. It's over. I'm like, oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Damn. He didn't even get a chance to fight.
Like it was like they came out.
SOB.
I would say that fight only lasted like a minute and change.
Yeah, they came out, they played around a little, you know what they do, like that, and then Jones just took him to the damn cage and choked him out. I'm like, it was like a Tyson fight back in the day. It happened so fucking fast. It was like, oh, this some fucking bullshit. I was looking like, oh, y'all hyped this man up to get taken down like that and choked out.
Damn, homie.
Man, I tell people it's hard to beat a striker. I mean a wrestler as a striker. Because if you don't have a ground game, when they get you off your feet, them strikes don't mean shit.
Yep.
I don't know. The only way you beat a wrestler as a striker is
you need takedown defense.
You just really need one lucky punch. You just gotta swing for the fences when they come charging into you, and hopefully you knock them out. Yeah, one lucky punch.
but a grappler doesn't charge.
Nah, no, they pick their spots, and they just take you down.
Yep, they wait for you to throw a punch, and when you least expect it, they got you on the ground.
Yeah, it's like when you throw that punch,
definitely was a good pay-per-view though.
That's when that's a good fight. But Bones Jones, I told people, I say, put your money on Bones Jones. I say, put your last on Bones Jones. I say, because he's a wrestler. I'm like, he get him to the ground, that dude ain't gonna do shit. And I'm like, Styles,
he's not the GOAT.
Not the GOAT.
He's not the GOAT. No, I'm saying he's the GOAT. But I'm saying there's a reason why he's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? He's not a pushover fighter.
No,
he knocks people. He can knock you out, and he could choke you out.
Yeah. I'm like, that's the Coke GOAT, man. That's man, like it's the Lawrence Taylor, man. That's the Lawrence Taylor MMA.
That's what Roman Reigns did his finisher from, right?
You out.
The guillotine. He got it from Bones Jones, didn't he?
Not well. I mean, the guillotine that's a MMA move anyway. But this wasn't a guillotine.
Nah, it was like
if you go watch that replay. He had him against the fence, this arm was like underneath his throat, and then he just pulled his head forward, and the guy, there was nothing he could do. He
I
had him
forgot what it's
locked. As soon
called.
as you lock your hands, it's a
It's
done
over.
deal.
Either you gonna pass out or tap out. So
Yeah.
with that, when he gets in that move, because it got your windpipe. So either you gonna pass out or you gonna tap out. And
He
dude
grabbed
tapped
you
out.
like he put his forearm against his throat, and then he had him around the back, and he did like this. So
It's
then
like,
this way he was pulling this arm into his throat, like, and then that was it. When he locked this in, there's no getting out of it.
Yeah, when it's locked and you can't breathe. Can't fight if you can't breathe.
I told people, I'm like, man, that dude, y'all keep talking about gonna win, and he ain't gonna win. Guy is not gonna win. I said, because all Bones gotta do is get him on the ground.
Yep. The dude might have some wrestling, but he's not that. You talking about Bones Jones was a wrestler before MMA.
Yeah.
So he already knew how to wrestle. Then you learn, as you know, when you go into that MMA and you're a wrestler, the first thing you go to learn is jujitsu. And when you go to learn jujitsu, that's all about arm locks, chokes, and you could be on your back and choke somebody out.
Yeah.
If you know what you're doing. And he's, I gotta say, the best at it.
And I'm put this way: the only thing that can possibly mess with a wrestler is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu person. Okay, they know all the locks. They know how to get out of submissions. They are good. They're flexible enough to make a wrestler work. And if you just a straight striker, man, look, if you don't knock him out, you done. Because either they're gonna keep taking you down to get points.
If you want to see that, go to YouTube and Google Royce Gracie. Royce Gracie is like this, but he won the first. Matter of fact, he beat Ken Shamrock.
He beat the shit out of him.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what's his cat name again?
Royce Gracie.
Huh? Royce Gracie. Royce. Soon as you put Gracie in, all of their family is big. So you're gonna get like,
it's CIE, not the Y. It was CIE.
I've already pulled him up.
You got him. So Royce Gracie, I'm telling you.
Look up Royce Gracie, Ken Shamrock.
That was used to kick ass. The Gracie.
That was UFC 1. Mm-hmm. Oh, they're legendary. Legendary. All of that. He has brothers, he has cousins, and they're all nice. But if you look him up, watch the Ken Shamrock fight. And you're going to watch a couple of his fights, because back then UFC wasn't weight class. UFC was Mo against Doc.
Yeah. And Doc usually would
They would have dudes. You know what I'm saying? It would be a little dude against big dudes. Now they went weight class because after a while, the bigger dudes got to learn how to wrestle. A lot of those big dudes back in the day were all about punching.
Yeah, I'm watching a few highlights right now. Yeah,
I'm telling you, man, the Gracie family was
aggressive.
They had like 3 generations of them. Man. 4 generations. Like 4 of them. Like the whole family.
Yeah, they put up a few of the They put up a few.
Royce was that dude though.
I seen Rickson.
Well, he was the one. He was the first one that actually the family jumped behind, because in the original UFC, his family was one of the originators of UFC. And then what's his name ended up buying them out when it died down a little bit. That's when homeboy that runs it now, him and his people bought it. But in the beginning, it was the Gracie family that ran UFC.
Different. It used to look real different.
I could still remember the first. It was that back then. It was black box, and I could remember the first UFC. And it was the camera work, the lighting was messed up. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like professionally done like they do it now with the lights and making sure everything was right. But that shit went on for like almost 5 hours.
Yeah, I used to watch that in the Tough Man competitions that used to come out. I don't know if people remember the Tough Man competitions.
I remember that.
I used to watch them. I used to watch the original UFC and that, and they used to go ham in both of them. Tough Man was just a bunch of normal dudes just swinging it out.
Yeah,
that's where Butterbean come from. And then MMA. I used to see this big. I remember it was a big fat sumo wrestler looking motherfucker fought a small dude, and that small dude whipped that big dude ass.
The black guy?
Yeah.
Yarbrough, I think was his name.
Yeah, it was Yarbrough. He got his ass whipped.
He was a big brother. I'm talking about he looked like a sumo wrestler.
Big.
And Yarbrough got his ass spanked by a little bitty dude like this. I'm like, that made me start thinking about how fights are different. I'm like, man, you could be this small and whip somebody this big. They whipped his ass, and once he got to the ground, it was over. They beat the shit. He got the shit beat out of him. Same with Bob Sapp ass.
Yeah,
Bob Sapp was a big muscle bound motherfucker, but swung like a little bitch.
Because he was
that's the one you broke my nose on. Look, that's the one you broke my nose on longest yard. His ass. He used to come there swinging like this, and somebody hit his ass with a 2-piece, and Bob Sapp would go down like a sack of potatoes. I remember all that shit. And I'm like, that's how I got into MMA. I'm like, man, this is some real ass fighting. These motherfuckers kicking, they slamming people. And you know, and I really got into it when Rampage Jackson was in it. Like that was my boy.
Yeah.
Rampage.
I like Rampage.
Yeah, Rampage, man.
Chuck Liddell was my other one. He was cool. The Iceman.
Yeah.
Him and Tito Ortiz had the best rivalry I think I've seen. Like motherfuckers hated each other. They just waited too late to fucking fight.
Great. It was great together. I mean, it was both great.
So
both winners.
The one thing I like about MMA, the best gonna fight the best.
Yes,
one thing
there's no
ducking like in boxing.
Yeah,
like we might like this Tank Williams. I mean, not Tank Williams. I say Tank Williams, but this Tank fight and versus Ryan Garcia. I'm like, finally we get to see a boxing match with two people that people want to see get in the ring.
Oh, boxing ain't like it used to be anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day,
to fight.
Yes, because if they lose, it messes with their money.
Everybody wants
like
to
back
be
in the day. Back in the day, yeah. Did you want to make money? Yes, but it was more about pride.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got the nicest hands. You got the nicest hands. Let's go out there and see who got the nicest hands.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's all about money.
I'm just like this. The best, like I said last week, I still watch Hearns and Hagler. That first round, the motherfuckers hated each other. They came out and say, fuck the defense. We swinging for the fences.
Man, look.
and I'm like, Sugar Ray made a man quit, made Duran quit. No mas. He beat a man so bad, he said, no mas. No more. I don't want no more. They all fought each other. Like that was the best division in the 80s. Was that division with Sugar Ray, Hagler, Burns, Duran, all them. I think Chavez was in it too. I think they all fought each other.
Yes.
And
eventually they all fought each other. One would fall off, Another one
Yeah.
would be number one, and then the next dude would be like, all right, I'm gonna take you out. And then
Boxing
you
was
got
great.
put it the quality of fights back in the 80s and let's say early 90s, they don't compare now.
No, those are
Boxing now is
classics.
boring.
Yeah, those matches you talking about in the 80s are classics. You can still watch them today.
Yeah.
That's
It's
why
like this. I wanted more. That's what it was. I want to beat
that's
you.
y'all talking about an era where because everybody has their own channel now. No matter what subject or sport you think about, they have their own channel. But those are the classes that that that's the back of what these channels are built on.
Yes. It was about I can't be the man until I beat you because you the man.
Yep.
So I have
Yes.
to beat you to see who the man is. And nowadays is I'm the man, but I can't fight him because
But I can't fight
I
because
can't
it's
fight
gonna mess
him
up.
because you with Showtime, I'm with HBO. Oh, I can't
Right?
fight
Yeah,
him.
that's gonna mess up the revenue
Yeah,
stream, the money, where it's gonna stream, and
Yeah,
oh my
everything's about
God,
money.
yeah, and I'm like, man, you killing the sport.
It work,
Just put them in there.
yeah.
why does it matter? Like, you're gonna get money wherever you put it at. Like, people are gonna pay to watch. People are gonna be in that venue. People are gonna put it in the purse. Like, whatever you gotta do, whoever's gonna get it televised, like, you're gonna make the money. People are gonna want to watch it.
Listen, if that's the case, if you're HBO and I'm Showtime, then you run the fight on both channels.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Fact.
saying? No, it wasn't
Like they
like
did
that.
the
No,
Tyson
they
fight.
wanted exclusive.
People
No,
be
I
Like they
like,
gotta
did the
have
I
it.
Tyson
want it for
Lewis fight.
myself
Like
for
they did the
here and
Tyson
today,
Lewis
and
fight.
for
They put it on HBO and Showtime.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view.
go out through the unknown universe and whatever. Like, stop using this language that says, okay, I own something forever. Just be like, okay, cool, I own it forever. Just don't be coy about it. Like, let dude know, okay, I got this camera. This is how we gonna work it. This is how it's gonna run. This is where it's gonna be, and do it like that. Like, one
I
way or
just
the
don't
other,
get it.
we're gonna get to it. We're gonna want to know about it. We're in an era
Like
where nothing is hidden anymore.
we used to could name at least 10 people in each division back in the days. Now you barely know who these motherfuckers are.
Yeah. You don't.
Like
At least y'all know names. Y'all rattling off, MMA, UFC. I know one
that's
name
because
right now.
we were fans from back in the day. We caught it. Not everybody caught it because I didn't like it used to come on channels you couldn't get.
Yeah.
So I used
That
to watch
used
it
to
on
come
the
on
Legal
channel
Black
50
Box.
back on the box.
I laugh
that
because
we
my
had.
legal black box, after the pay-per-view was over, it would pop in midstream to a porn.
Porn, yes.
Oh,
Man, that
I don't
happened in
remember all
wrestling.
that, but
Man,
I know about. I know.
remember the wrestling event when the one died?
Yes.
Man, how tragic that shit was. At 10 o'clock, that bitch popped in, somebody get their back beat in. That's all I saw.
Good
I'm like,
Lord.
And then back
Yep.
in the day, you used to tape it. So you used to get the blank tapes and you taped it.
Oh,
So
man.
I'm taping it. I taped the pay-per-view. And I had you had a little bit of tape left. On the end of the tape is that's all you see. So I know. I gotta try to hide that tape from moms. Because I'm like, I gotta wait till the end of the video. Because you can't just skip like on DVD. You gotta I gotta watch all that shit.
Keep pressing
DVD
rewind, and DVR and all that sophisticated stuff. You gotta watch.
Make sure the tracking button is right on the VCR.
Man,
gotta make sure. These kids don't know nothing about that. You gotta make sure the tracking button right. Make sure the vertical hole is good on it, and then you look at it. I had 15 minutes of tape left. I watched that last 15 minutes.
Bruh.
He didn't care about the Owen Hart match anymore. He was like, hold up.
I ain't care about it no more.
Never know the struggle.
So I'm just saying, Nowadays, the shit you can just do this on your phone and be like, yeah, okay. Motherfucker, look, the Black Box and the Spice Channel raised me. I can tell you what it is. If you want to know what my favorite stuff was, whatever was on the pay-per-view and the Spice Channel. That's what that Channel 52 raised me. That's why I am like I am. I don't know what channel it was for you, Jay, but for us, it was Channel 52 and the Playboy Channel, Channel 99. It was those two
Playboy.
There.
Playboy was 99, but I didn't like Playboy. Playboy was too. Yeah, it was. What do you call it? They don't show anything.
That was Skinemax. That's like you can watch the shit on Cinemax. Nah.
Yep.
Nah, give me the Spice Channel. Spice Channel had people putting their foot on somebody's head while doing it. That's what I needed to see.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
It got down. So I know what you're talking about. Those. I'm saying, but that all shit, that's all for the game. I can tell my parents that dog, they laugh. But if I'd have told them back in the day, they'd shut up their ass.
Yeah, boy. It'll be that.
Like,
I didn't have to tell. My dad would be watching.
I caught my stepdad watching it one night. I woke up 3 in the morning. I said, "Oh, so I ain't the only one watching this motherfucker." Oh, shit. It's hard to stitch on you. But I'm like, "Oh shit, he watching it."
Well,
I'm like, look, he even noticed me. I'm just sitting up there in the back like this. Yeah, creep to the kitchen.
All right.
Looking through the kitchen door like this. Yeah.
No way, bro.
Man, I'm just saying, that was the days, man. Look, you could get free pay-per-view, free flicks, all that stuff came on that box.
Shit, I get free pay-per-view now.
Yeah, we do. But there's no pay-per-view, really, besides, some boxing matches and MMA matches, really, and AEW, because everything else streams.
Everything streams. Everybody has a platform they can stream from.
So
I'm lucky.
It's better.
I don't think boxing will ever get better because it's all about money now.
I just hope it gets better.
That's why MMA has pretty much taken over the fighting.
Oh yeah. Vegas
if you want to watch fighting, you're gonna watch MMA over boxing. Listen, it's either I'd rather watch, you know what I'm saying, Bones Jones or fucking Logan Paul. Who do you think I'm gonna watch?
Bones Jones, without even
Bones.
Definitely Bones.
Exactly.
Because his brother.
How these dudes run boxing federations and all this other stuff is ridiculous.
They need to stop.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, it was Bob Arum and Don King. Yep. If you weren't affiliated with either one of them, you wasn't fighting. Now anybody and their mother could start a boxing federation. And like we should start one, the Venom and Smoke Boxing Federation.
I might have to. I'm saying I blame the pussification of boxing on Floyd Mayweather. He the one who made it about money. That's when it started turning. When he became about money, everybody wanted to follow his model. I have to be undefeated. I have to do this to get this amount of money. And that's why they don't want to fight anybody. But Floyd fought everybody. Even though he was late, but Floyd fought everybody.
Eventually,
he fought a lot of people.
It wasn't like that at first.
He fought a lot of people a lot late. Because if he would have fought Pacquiao in his prime,
he was like, he was.
I actually like him when Floyd when he was younger more than he was older. Pretty boy Floyd would have knocked the shit out of Pacquiao before he had hand problems. He'd have knocked the shit out of Pacquiao. He was knocking people out in his early years, and then start breaking his hands, old brittle hands. So then he became a defensive fighter. But
and those fights suck.
Yeah, and except for Ricky Hatton, he punched the fuck out of Ricky Hatton. He dropped Ricky Hatton.
Yeah, they were trying to kill each other, I think.
And I'm like, Ricky Hatton, Ricky Hatton gonna lose this match. All the Brits thought Ricky Hatton gonna win. And boy, hit him with a check hook, and Ricky Hatton went to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But that was my last Floyd fight I enjoyed. Was Ricky when he fought Ricky Hatton. I was
I
pissed
enjoy
off.
Pacquiao.
No, I was pissed off for that Pacquiao fight. I paid $100 for that shit.
Oh, you
And,
paid for it? No, I didn't pay for it.
Yeah, I had to pay. I paid for it. I had a nasty was at the fucking boxing party, and we like so busy talking to everybody at the boxing party, nobody was paying attention to the fight because it was so fucking boring. It's a boring fucking fight.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
So, now, if that would have been in the 80s, that fight would have. If that fight would have been in the 80s, it would have been a more exciting fight because it was all about, like Mo said, they say you're number one. I want to be number one. So for me to be number one, I got to whoop your ass.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it was never like Floyd was, boxing. This was fighting. You stood in the middle of the ring and you hit each other until one of you went down.
Yeah. Like I say, anybody want to look at real boxing, go look at Hagler Hearns first round. That's all you got to do. You look at that shit, even though Hearns got beat, they was throwing bombs in that bitch. Go watch Ward Gotti. If you want to see a war. Corrales, I forgot who Corrales was fighting when he got his ass beat so bad, but he got knocked down 3 times and he came back. Diego Corrales knocked somebody out.
Yeah, that was a good fight too.
I forgot who he was fighting, but that was a great fight. I thought Corrales' eyes was closed and he ended up winning that fight by knockout. These people don't want it anymore. And I'm like this, if you're gonna spend your money on these boxing matches, man, do it wisely because boxing sucks now. It sucks. And Nasty, if you bring his ass on the show, is actually a boxing aficionado. He don't want to bring his ass on the show. So get your ass out the woods, Nasty.
He got lost. He got lost.
Yeah, he wasn't lost. He went to the damn 3-5 picnic. His ass ain't lost in the woods no more. So bring your ass on the show.
I noticed in the evenings about this time when we're sending messages to each other, he's one of the first people to see it. But he can't come on the show? Come on, man.
Bring your ass on the show, man. It used to be.
Oh, man, I didn't know he died. All right.
You said who? Corrales?
Corrales died.
Yeah, he died.
In a motorcycle crash at 29 years old.
Damn.
Just like Paul Williams, I think, got paralyzed. Shit, he got hit so hard he got paralyzed. So shit, I think. So, it caught, some people died tragically, man, in boxing. That probably would have been bigger stars if they didn't. But shout out to everybody. I know y'all got to get back to what y'all were doing. Yeah,
it was Jose Luis Castillo.
Oh, that's the one. So Castillo, Corrales, look that up. There's some good boxing matches that y'all can look up. So, man, anybody got shout outs before we get on out of here?
Make it real quick. You know the usual. Y'all know the vibes. Commission as a whole. Everyone who tuned in. Anthony, for your comments. Obviously, you have the comment of the night. Ace, Malik, you chimed in there. I did birthdays last week. I'm doing for the ladies this week, particularly to my grandmothers, my paternal who's passed on, my maternal grandmothers. Without them, I obviously would not be here. Thank you for taking care of my parents, all that. International Women. I'm sorry, not International Women. No, we did have International Women's Day past earlier this week, and it's Women's Month. So shout out to the ladies. Particularly wives of the show and girlfriends of the show, and the women who are a part of the show. Lala, who else coming in?
She chimed in.
Rulus Nana, yeah, Rulus Lala. HR. I already said the wives of the show.
Oh yeah, it's the
Um,
wise. It's the wise.
yeah,
She a boss.
yeah. She's the
Yeah,
boss. All right, who
she
else
runs the
been
CEO.
affiliated with
Yeah.
the show? That's a female. Um, all past guests who's women that's been on the show. Um, but yeah, man, it's, you see a lady that you can appreciate their history and what they've done for you. Make sure that you shout them out.
Shout them ladies out. They deserve it. Deserve it. Deserve it. Okay, Jay.
Like always, you know me. I always shout out Lala. Make sure you check her out on YouTube, on Instagram. I don't know if she got a Twitter, but
You got a
She
Lala's
got
TikTok.
everything.
everywhere.
I got
You got
everything.
Yeah,
as corny as it might sound, I want to shout out Chris Rock for
That ain't corny.
actually
That ain't corny.
going
no.
in on Will Smith and bald ass Jada.
You
I'm
got that
glad
ass.
he did it. Put it this way. It happened a year ago. It took him a year to say what he needed to say, but if it was a fight, that was a knockout.
Hell yeah. He said what I said on the show, that Will Smith is a bitch. Not because of his woman cheated on him, because that happens. You're a bitch because you struck another man after you laughed at the joke. And then you want to strike another man, you a bitch. And then you're going to strike a smaller man. It's like Eric cracked a joke on my wife, and I stand up. I know I'm bigger than Eric. I'm going to slap Eric in the face. But I wouldn't do it to Jay. That's bitch made shit. He would have done that if there was somebody his size to do that shit too.
If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. You got check it out. It was a good comedy show.
I heard good things.
It's a good show. I would advise anybody to go see that. It's good.
I definitely want to shout out Ruthless Lala. She was in the hospital. I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah. Oh man.
And I want her to get well soon. She was doing her thing this last year. I guess all it can get to you. I guess all those bumps eventually wear you down and whatnot. But hopefully she comes out all right with it. And who else I want to shout out? Shout out is hope you feel better, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like follow doctor's orders. You know what I'm saying? And rest as much as you need to. And I'm good.
Oh man, now I'd like to shout out y'all fellas for doing the show, putting up with the technical difficulties we had earlier. But I thank y'all for coming on as always. Like you said, shout out to the women out there doing their thing. Man, get better. Please get better. Man, shout out to Creed 3. It's breaking records. Like Michael B.
That was
Jordan.
a good movie.
I have to go see it. I still have to go see it.
Go peep it. It was good.
A lot. And I'm just saying, shout out to him for making a bang of a movie. I keep hearing people saying it's a banger of a movie, so I have to go see it. I'm gonna go support it. I ain't gonna
definitely a date movie.
Yeah, but take her to it. She wants to see it.
We got plans. We planning on it ourselves. A lot of moving parts in our life right now, but we'll get to that.
I'm glad it was a big success. You don't need Rocky for this series. I'm glad it did. It did better without Rocky. So I'm just saying it's that's good to go. And,
time to move on. Your own story.
I've been over Rocky since 3. Like when Clubber Lang beat his ass, I was over it. Man, like I said, get better. Don't try to rush back. We'll be here when you get the A-OK to get back. Not try to rush back. You okay? Me and Lala held it down with the serial dates and all that shit last night. You gotta leave here with something. That's my line. It's my line of the week. You gotta leave here with something. I think I'm gonna pay $150 to $200 for a date. I'm leaving here with something.
The first saying was better. I'm paying $200. I gotta touch something.
Oh yeah, that shit was one. I gotta touch something. I gotta leave it with something.
I gotta touch something.
Yeah, I gotta touch something. that was an epic show. So if you didn't miss it, if you missed the show last night, fast forward to about an hour and 30, almost 2 hours into it, and we start talking about the cereal dates and stuff. Man, that shit went on for like an hour. That shit was funny because it was like Lala was just shocked, and then she started going in, started dropping jewels. So it was a fun show last night. So if you missed the show last night, go back, give it a look. Y'all gonna laugh. I might have to cut and paste that shit. That shit was funny. Like it was just good. Like I was like, man, look, I'm not about to waste my time or my money, because my time is money, on the first date, and we going all out, and I ain't touching nothing. I ain't in no pictures. I ain't in nothing. Man, I'm leaving here with something.
Look.
Yo, the fact that Anthony spent $250 on his first date with his wife, that was crazy. When he wrote at the Cheesecake Factory, I was like, you gotta be kidding. He said
most of it was on drinks, so I can get it. Most of it was on drinks, so you could rent up a drink bill. But it was food.
Because he was trying to touch something. He knew if he got her drunk enough, he was touching something.
Damn.
I'm touching it. I'm just saying. Look, I'm not. Look, I told that to said this story yesterday. Chick told me, you know, Houston's Eric, you know, big old Hawaiian steak, $35 steaks and shit like that. And you add drinks, you can get $200 real easy.
Yeah, so boy, it'll get up there pretty quick on you.
If I'm taking you to Houston, I'm not knowing you. Oh, I got to touch something.
Hey,
we don't need to go on this date.
Hey.
Something. I'm gonna get a hug or something.
No games out here.
And there ain't gonna be no, hey, maybe see you later. No. I gotta leave you with something.
Hey, nah, I'm coming in here, baby. I'm getting in somewhere.
So you know what it is. So nobody lying to you. So I don't hear ladies talking about, oh, that's misogynistic. How's that misogynistic if I'm not lying to you? I'm telling you my expectation for a price. So that's me telling you an expectation. So look, for all you fucking feminists out there, y'all kiss my ass. That's what it is. I don't care. Don't kiss my fucking ass. You go buy me a fucking $200 dinner then. Shit. Fuck out of here. You don't have to do the point of that last night was to saying you don't have to take somebody on an expensive date to have a fun date. That was all it was about, and it turned into comedy. That shit was. I didn't laugh so hard in a long while. That shit was comedy, and I thank Lala for that. See, when me and her just be on the show together, crazy shit happened when me and her on the show together. Some of my best rants came on the show with Lala. This was me and her in the beginning.
Don't forget to shout out any nice gentlemen in the Georgia area want to take Lala on a cereal date.
Oh, yo, I got to do it in the Izzy voice.
Yeah.
So any gentleman in the Atlanta area that want to take Lala on a $17 cereal date, please apply in the inbox.
My God.
Shoot your shot. But if you miss, that's on you.
and get it straight, for $17, you're not touching nothing.
You ain't touching nothing for $17. Like you gotta do triple digits and up to touch something. You ain't touching nothing for $17. So look, Lala said she'll take a picture with you. She'll put you at the Bad Crush Buddy for $17.
Hey.
She'll make you feel special for that day. And then if you mess it up, she probably just leave you alone. But at least you felt special for a day for $17. Versus paying $150 and don't feel special at all. I'm just saying. Or $240 in Anthony case. For maybe, I'm sorry, I'll buy LLC with that money. I'll buy some CPR dummies or some shit with that money. I can eat at my house. Come here, baby. Let me cook you the steak on the George Foreman. We cook you the steak on the George Foreman. Come here. That's all you gonna get, man. But like I said, we have a blast on the show. If you or have soft feelings, this is not the show for you. We say what we want. Hey, if you don't like it, oh well, that's on you. We are us. And I thank everybody for being them. We all different. So that's why I like it. And like I said, we are brotherhood, and we shared moments. We share moments off air. You know, it's real brotherhood and the sisterhood if you count Lala, because she's the sister. Can't say
yes.
The family. So we really care about each other, and it's just fun. So, man, like I said last week, if you are having a mentally bad day, just come kick it with us. We'll stop talking what we're talking about to make sure you feel better. It's fine. I'd rather you talk to us.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather you talk to us and laugh and giggle and have fun and then you go face the world in a positive attitude than to face the world and thinking you're alone or, you know, having bad thoughts, man. Look, hey, talk to us. We don't care. We'll talk about anything. Don't stop talking about sports. And we'll talk about what you need to talk about to get you right. So it's what I made the platform for, man. This was my own outlet to get away from the world.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
Good. So yes, we talk about sports. We talk about other topics. That's us. That's what we do. We mainly stick on topic, but sometimes we get off topic, and that makes the best moments. So
that's all right.
I'm thinking about just making a current event show one time, a couple times, just do a current event show.
I think that kind of fits with this quote that I have on my background there, but it talks about women.
Tell us the
quote. When women take care of their bodies, they become their best friend. And that's from Miss Maya Angelou.
Oh, yeah.
All I see is her name over your head.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to fix it to where it was the quote so you can see it. I should have it fixed by next episode.
But like I said, speaking of that, I've taken a health journey myself. I stopped eating so much greasy food and shit. I'm getting old again and challenge people do that the same. Take care of your bodies.
I never gave up. I just stopped posting the videos. Yeah. Y'all know about y'all.
Yeah, I know you ain't give up. You can't give up. But for everybody else, I challenge y'all to, you know, take care of yourself. Watch what you eat. Don't let the food kill you. Shit. Work out a little bit, even if it's walking around the block, man. Take care of yourself. Be healthy. Be healthy. I challenge anybody to do that. Just be healthy. That's my last shot, man. We'll be back Thursday. Like I say, I'm going out of town Saturday, so all the stuff is going to be right this week. So Thursday is the wrestling show from 7:30 to probably about 10 something my time, or 8:30 to 11:30 around that time. And the same with this show here. It's 12 where Jay is, so it just turned 12. So we come at 7:30 here. So man, please join us, subscribe, like, buy the merch, buy Lala's merch, because Jay forgot to say it today. Buy Lala's merch. Buy Lala's merch. And also, last thing, fuck Brett Favre.
And Karl Malone.
And Karl Malone. Fuck Brett Favre.
Yeah, I can't wait till next week, boy. Y'all.
Yes. And this is more. That's the better way we got to leave. We can't forget that. Remember, it was your rule, Jay. You said we can't go without flipping. Yeah, so fuck Brett Favre and fuck Karl Malone. And this is your boy Mo Young. You got Doc Eric, and you got the diabolical head of Jay. We'll be back next week. Peace. We out.
Peace.
Out this piece.
And if we see the kids looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. Oh, he egged me. with my Rip Hamilton jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, gentlemen, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon. It's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets bit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this
That's
is.
why,
And
that's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.